Everybody, how you doing? I got off to a late start today. I didn't upload the weekend recap till much later in the day than I usually do. I just uploaded another episode of the relay, so whatever subjects I covered in that video, I'm not going to cover in this live. In fact, what I really wanted to cover in this live was this exchange that I had this morning. I was waiting for my kids to get ready to go swimming, and this random TRT looking mother, he just started talking crazy. And then I look, I'm like, yo, what is this dude bugging out about? And then I look, I'm like, oh, you bugging out because I had it 7-5 to 8-4 for Lopez. You bugging out off of that. And that dude was bugging. Like, I'm like, yo, you would have thought I scored it for Taylor, how much he was bugging out. He said that he had it 9-3. I didn't ask you, but and what kind of got to me is that, Brody, you started off bugging out. If you telling me that you had it a certain way, you could do that without being extra. You being extra because you online. That's what I took from it, that you must just be used to talking to people like that online. And I'm like, if you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm real nonchalant. I had just had breakfast. Forgive me if I'm a little bit tired because I was swimming. That shit is exhausting. For those of y'all that do swim, y'all will know swimming to take, especially if you was doing it for a minute, it'll take it right out of you. But swimming is a great exercise. You gotta use all your muscles to swim. Anyway, that dude was bugging. Like, for those that don't believe me, go to my Twitter page. Go to the page where I said, go to the tweet where I said that I have it 7-5 to 8-4. Lopez, shout out to my man Rolas, Rafa, que lo que maní, Edwin Castillo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Country. Chupapi Muñaño. Ay, el Carlos Ruiz está aquí, el Carlos Ruiz, Chupapi Muñaño. El Ralphie está aquí, JB está aquí, Luisito, el Víctor Jiménez. Pues sí, este güero, había un güero hablando un tro de mierda, men. Mucha mierda. No, que esto, que lo otro, manín. Cálmate los nervios, que it's like 10 in the morning, bro. ¿Cómo tú tienes esa clase de energía en la mañanita? For a fight that I scored for Lopez? You would have thought I scored that shit for Taylor. That dude was bugging, man. I'm like, I have a love-hate relationship with social media, in the sense that I spread nothing but love, but on occasion I get hate, even though I spread nothing but love. Y'all remember when Mr. Burns came out of the forest and he was glowing? I bring you peace and love. I'm bringing you peace and love. And you talking crazy. That's that TRT acting up. You know what I mean? That's what that is. That's that roid rage, bro. Your motherfucking scrotum is probably the size of my two little knuckles, B. Chill, son. Y'all limp dick motherfuckers gotta use y'all energy for something productive, bro. Shout out to Johnny M. Power, casual boy. You know what I mean? Like, the interactions, and what's worse is I actually try to stay away from people, and they always use the same excuse. Oh, social media is public. You posted it in the public. Yeah, motherfucker, but I ain't posted for you. You on my shit. You literally on my shit. If you feel some type of way, just keep it pushing. Because what I know is, y'all post all the time. You don't see me in your comments because I don't give a fuck what you talking about. And that's what I think kind of offended him. Because it really ain't a comeback for that. Like, before you say anything, wait a minute. Before I read a sentence or a paragraph, I need to know, why the fuck are you talking to me, bro? See, that's that shit I be talking about. That social media creates an environment where people that would not otherwise speak to each other think they're already acquainted, or they act like they are already acquainted, because the what's the fucking word I'm looking for? The etiquette on social media is very different from the etiquette in real life. You don't walk around, bitch this, hoe that, hoe. You'll get your fucking face blown off. So I know you don't talk like that. Least of all in Florida. They got stand your ground laws over there, bro. You walk around acting like that, motherfucker will blow your noodles right out of your fucking head. So let's stop playing. You know you don't act like that on the Reggie. What make you think a boxing match between two complete strangers gives you the precedence to act like a fucking child? You know what I mean? And that's because of the internet. Because on the internet, on social media, oh, well, that's the etiquette for some people. Not me. I remain calm and monotone and zen. Because what the fuck do I look like hooping and hollering and shouting that early in the morning? Like, what? Are you crazy? Go bust a nut, bro. You rap too motherfucking tight. Y'all motherfuckers need to bust more nuts, man. Y'all motherfuckers be rap mad tight. And I know why. I know why. Shout out to my man Edwin Castillo. Que lo que manin? Oscar Vocal Faloma robbed. Yo, talk about it, bro. That shit is crazy. That is true, though, ain't it? He was one of the main ones saying Lomachenko got robbed. Derevyanchenko got robbed, bro. But I said that was gonna happen. I said that hooker by crook, they're gonna give it to Sergey. I anticipate Sergey's gonna give this guy a lot of problems because he's a cut above a Dennis Hogan. And if you needed a gift for Dennis Hogan, you're gonna need some real help for Sergey. But you know, it is what it is. Lisa Bell's what it do. Bernard in the building. I already know motherfuckers is low-key watching. I got hate watchers that need Weight Watchers. Y'all motherfuckers is sick in the head, personally. They never believe that I'm older than they are because I look young. I have a young face. Now, some would say that black don't crack, which is true. But what you classify me, I'm old as shit. But I don't look a day over 31. I'm old as shit. Only way you could tell that I got some age is if you see my beard, there's white hairs in it if I let it grow. But, you know what I mean? Good sleep, lots of water, stress-free, try to be. I know life sometimes throws us curveballs and we can't do nothing but deal with it. Try to be stress-free. Bust nuts, that helps. It keeps you even. All these people you see online, they quick to get in an argument, super excitable, super mad about shit, disproportionately mad about shit. That's because you ain't fucking. Who the fuck has the energy for all that shit? You ain't fucking. That's what that is. Like, yo, what the fuck? Not me, dog. I'm chilling. I don't know what's wrong with a lot of people. You know what I mean? And I get a lot of that. And I guess what bugs me out about it is I literally try to stay away from people. I really just be post to my own shit. And, you know, it's cool. And if you want to comment, you comment, but at least be respectful a little bit. They come at the shit like on some Dungeons and Dragons shit, like on some Dwight Schrute shit. Birds, bees, bears, Battlestar Galactica. Like, get the fuck out of my face, bro. You don't walk around Florida talking to people like that. You get your fucking cat peeled back. You know that. You being extra because you online. Don't talk to people like that. Fuck out of here. Weirdos, man. Fucking weirdos. I'm going to open up the chat to the panel. You know what I mean? Motherfucker really said, you like trying to be like Jake Paul. And the weird shit is, if you go look at this dude, right? Go look at him. I invite you. Go to my page. Go to the scorecard. This dude looked like a meth head version of Jake. Like a older, angrier, like he was just smoking rocks under the bridge, crow's feet and all that. I know, bro. I'm younger than you, but you got crow's feet. That motherfucker probably watching this live. Motherfuckers hate. Motherfuckers don't be wanting to like me, man. And I'm a cool guy. I'm cool with everybody in the real world. And this digital shit, or these rah-rah Rambo motherfuckers, man. I know you don't walk around talking to people like that. Motherfucker will blow your spaghetti ramen noodles right out of your shit. So let's stop playing. Shit is crazy out here. Got Contra in the building. Got Jay in the building.
What's up?
You know what I mean?
Man, last night,
Jules, man. I joined the party. I joined the party.
What party?
The black party. The black party. I got blocked by a guy because I just posted I just posted something that reiterated that T.O. was never undisputed, and he's gonna chime in like, he's right. He actually was. I'm like, no, he wasn't. And Devin was undisputed the whole time because he was trying to say that Devin was
because we are among friends. There are people that do not like young Devin for the simple fact that he is a young black man. Unfortunately, that is the truth.
That's sad,
There's no reason for that. Like what they don't like about him, and I see y'all. I try not to get into it because we like to talk about boxing. Like I'm here to talk about boxing, not tribalism. But I already see them people, what y'all really don't like about him is that he's a young black kid. That's what y'all don't like about him. When you say shit like that, you sound like a fucking idiot. He was WBC champion. Yes, that's a fucking fact. Easily searchable. He was a legitimate, bona fide, undisputed champion. That's a fucking fact. That's not my opinion. You giving me your opinion like I give a fuck. I don't care if you don't think he was undisputed. We know he was. Legit.
Yeah. And T.O. wasn't.
And that bothers these motherfuckers.
Thank you.
Like, that bothers them.
But if you want to go into like the annals of boxing history, guess who also got a belt technically by email? Lennox Lewis.
Exactly. And the other thing is, you know what the other thing is? People pick and choose when they want the system to work. You feel me? Because you can't make it out to where Devin did something in that situation that was bad. He was trying to become, or he became, Vasyl Lomachenko mandatory. Tell me what he did wrong. What the fuck was wrong about that? What about that did you not like?
Nothing. Zero.
What is like? Because this has been going on since what, 2019, right? That shit. He's an email. Bro, how's he an email? He was trying to fight Loma. We know Bob didn't want to make the fight. That's a fact.
He didn't want to be upgraded the champion. He wanted his shot.
And bear in mind, and this is the other thing. This is why I be hating when they use this bias. Brody, I scored that fight for Lomachenko. I am neither a fanboy of Loma or a fanboy of Devin. I'm just giving you the facts. That's the truth. That's literally the truth. He became his mandatory. Bob didn't want to make the fight because he already was trying to make Lopez versus Lomachenko, and Devin wasn't part of the plans. That's all it was. Y'all turn it into this convoluted dumb shit that it's not complicated, fam. You make it complicated. Yeah, go ahead.
Even Tank came out and said that Devin was the email champ, though, but nobody ever talks about that.
But what the fuck is he? The belt, the WBA
right.
that he has. No, I know. I'm saying that this is what I mean about that email shit. Bro, technically, Gervonta is an email baby champ. Why? Gamboa didn't have the WBA regular. They literally made it up for you. He did that shit. Go look at it. Gamboa was not WBA regular champion. They literally manufactured that whole belt because at that time, unless I'm mistaken, Lomachenko was the champion, WBA super champion. He won a belt from Linares. Obviously, Davis wasn't trying to fight him, so they literally manufactured a WBA Reggie belt so Gervonta could have a belt at 135.
Julius, you're lying.
I'm lying? Fuck you.
You're lying. Julius, you're lying. That's 22. Oh my God. Dude, I've been arguing for like an hour with a guy on Instagram about, because is this guy, I don't remember the name of the guy, but it's Chris Gary podcast. and he made a post about Tank's stats, that it has one of the lowest world rates in the sport, but it has one of the highest percentage of connect punches, and one of the highest percentages of knockouts.
Look at who he's fighting, though.
Yeah, that's what I say. He's doing all that against sport competition, and a horde, a little battalion of people telling me, you don't shit about boxing. Dude, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not even saying that shit. I'm saying
this is the era, Leo. This is the era of sucking dick, bro. Be real. If you not sucking Davis dick, they gonna be mad you not sucking Teofimo dick. You not sucking Teofimo dick, they gonna be mad you not sucking Devin dick. And that's how they are. That if you say a foul word about the fighter that they like, they fucking lose their mind, even if the shit is true. I could sit, if I went to Instagram and say everything I just said about the Devin Haney situation, right? I know a motherfucker it won't be long before a motherfucker come at me crazy as if I'm lying. That's why when I say something, I post the motherfucking article that I got it from or the video. So I'm like, if a motherfucker show up in my comments and say something, all I gotta do is hit the timestamp, bro. Be stupid by yourself. That's the problem. Misery loves company.
But Jules, first and foremost, give yourself a round of applause because you predicted that Derevyanchenko fight with T. Like Sergey beat the fucking brakes off that man, off Munguia, bro. Like,
bro, because it's the combinations. Like Munguia is that pressure fighter that he doesn't really like for people to step to him. He don't like that, and I saw that in the Takeshi Inui fight, that and a Dennis Hogan fight. That if you step to him, he really don't like that shit. He want to be the one that step to you, that push you back. But if you do anything that cause him to take a step back, he be like a fish in the out of water, because you see what he looked like yesterday, bro.
Bro, round 5, man, it's like, dude, I counted probably at least once, if not twice, he was out on his feet, bro. Like, seriously. Bro. I mean, like, dude, that shit, bro, Sergey, man, dude, his stock
I fucking said, bro, Sergey would have to shoot this motherfucker in his face and then hit him with a chair to win a decision.
Now, I owe Sergey an apology because I thought he was going to get Molly bro. I was bad. Was I wrong? Shit.
I tell you, bro.
I was wrong about Sergey. I was wrong about Tio.
Tio too, yeah. Props to Tio.
I gotta give it to Tio. I definitely the reason I don't want to talk about Tio is because the last 2 videos I uploaded was about Tio. So I kind of said everything I already got to say about it. But you know, just you gotta give him his props. He did his thing. Did his thing.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, I rewatched the fight. I'm not gonna lie, like that last half of the fight, like he was on fire.
He was on fire.
Listen, 9, 10. I mean, like Base told me that I'm the only one that gave the only one that gave Tio round 10. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I was watching it and it looked like a sweep to me from round 9, definitely round 9 and definitely through 12. That was all Tio, bro. He took over that last half of the fight.
Like that completely. It started from like round 5, really, honestly. You know, Josh just lost his groove and couldn't get back into his rhythm, man. And Tio just like adjusted, countered beautifully, just pick Josh apart, man. There's nothing Josh can do. Nothing.
For real. Let me read the super chat. Shout out to Edwin Castillo. We all saw Taylor off since Jack and Tio also saw easy pickings. That's why he talking about retirement after Horseshoe win. He doesn't want Regis and Matias. Well, look, I don't want to stay on the subject too long because the last video I uploaded is literally about that. It's literally about Teofimo. But to put it in one sentence, I don't think he's going to retire. I don't think he's.
No, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
He's just saying that's a play for more money. I ain't mad at that.
His dad is going to let him walk away?
Bro, like that dude, like, bro, you, like I said in a video, you about to get a divorce, bro. You need all the money.
Yes, you do. And you got a kid now. It's like, bro, if you retire, what the fuck you gonna do? Seriously, at 25, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep fighting.
For real, like the fuck, you better keep your ass in the ring. We got a Tio fan girl here. I be wondering, are these like? Link. Yeah, hit the link, bro. I'm not gonna say nothing derogatory.
We'll be nice.
Yeah, we'll be nice. I'm a nice person, bro.
Yeah, we're all nice people up here, bro.
I think we're pretty nice.
I'm a nice person, bro. I try to be.
How fickle fans are, though, Ring. You see how everybody has acted towards Tio.
I mean, my thing is this. You got to give the kid credit. I'm giving him full credit. Even the thing is that people are dumb. And that's my thing, that people are dumb. If I give Tio full credit, and I also say that, yeah, I do think the time off hurt Josh Taylor, that don't mean Tio is a bad fighter. That don't mean I'm belittling or berating him. Both those things can be true at the same time. Does he deserve credit? Yeah, absolutely. He's a two-time lineal, two-time Ring Magazine, two-division champion. Former unified, not undisputed, but former unified, he has a great resume. Richard Comey, knockout. His victory over Lomachenko was way more convincing than Devin's to me. Like,
yeah, it was. It really was.
More convincing.
Yeah.
And his victory over Josh Taylor to me was way more convincing than Jack Catterall.
Yes, it was.
I only had Jack winning by a point. That's it. We had him by a point.
I'm not gonna lie.
Josh did look a lot better in the Catterall fight than he looked last night. He did.
Yeah, you could say that. You could definitely say that.
Well, you know what? Inactivity is a career killer, man.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just that, like I said, this is the era of sucking dick, man. Like, a lot of these guys is weird to me because it's like, bro, you really going that hard for another guy? I hope he paying you. Shit,
for real.
That shit is weird to me. Like, if you go to the thread that I had this morning with the Nacho man, it's like, Brody, like, I could tell that's the TRT talking. I know you want something, bro. You even on Oscar in a TRT.
But also, I came across Twitter today. Everybody's now like pretty much diminishing Josh, saying, "Oh, I never rated him."
Hold on, it's two people talking at the same time. Go ahead, Lance.
I was saying it's funny how everybody gave up on Tio. Literally, you talk to anybody, you turn around, you talk to the next dude or whoever, everybody gave up on him. Literally, everybody gave up on him, which is crazy to me. It's like nobody realized, like, dude, he's legit, man. He's been doing this for a long time.
I'll say that. I gave up on him. I ain't even going front like I didn't. I did. Like, I'm like, nah, B. I just don't think it's going to end well. But that's the thing, that it's a scientific principle that if you come across new information, you have to change your perspective. Otherwise, you're immature. So he won. Now, he did his thing. Now it's cool. But I did give up. I ain't even going front like I didn't give up on him, because I damn sure did after that Sandor Martin fight.
But yeah, it was a lot of legitimate
concerns. My shit is, I'm not his mother. I'm not his brother. I'm not related to him. I'm not a member of his family. I'm not none of those things. So I'm just looking at the fight. I'm like, yeah, I don't really like his chances. Is that a crime?
But Julius, isn't so much about Tio is trash and that's why he's going to lose the fight. It's because it was against Josh Taylor. And everyone believed till yesterday that Josh Taylor was that good and Tio wasn't going to be able to handle it. But yesterday, Tio was the better man. It is what it is.
It is what it is. But also, I'm going to say that you got guys that get resentful. Because I noticed this a lot. And these people don't be nowhere to be found before the fight. But after the fight, they everywhere, bro.
They want to get brave.
You's a hater. Bro, I'm hating because I'm picking another guy to win the fight. Am I joined at the hip with Teofimo? Is he giving me a stipend to be a member of his team? Nah, right? All right. So then why are you mad that I picked the other guy?
I mean, Jules, it's funny because like before the Loma Devin fight, right? Like I know a couple casuals. One of them I picked. One of them was the one. This guy was going with Devin to win. I said I got Loma when he asked. And then he goes, "Oh, what you got against Devin, bro?" I'm like, "With nothing."
Exactly. Like, and this shit. You know what killed me? I believe that these are internet people. Here's why. Maybe you guys are different than I am. I don't feel loyalty to nobody, right? Other than family. Meaning, all this nationalist shit, all this tribalist shit is stupid. Because if I'm in DR, it's a good chance of motherfucking DR kill me. If I'm in Harlem, it's a good chance of motherfucking Harlem will kill me. You see what I mean? That if you stay anywhere long enough, the people from where you're from will be the ones that do you. So what is all this nationalist shit? What is all this tribalist shit? I'm loyal because he from my block. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But whereas these internet guys, cause porque el hispano, so fucking what? And dude, I don't give a shit. I don't care if he's from Brooklyn, cause a motherfucker in Brooklyn won't put a knife in your back. Is that what we doing? Oh, my face.
So because they share pigmentation, we gotta be, we gotta have a parasocial relationship with them.
Yeah, like I got like they want me to act like that's my brother, bro. I ain't loyal to shit, but my people. That's literally in my immediate circle. But every time I notice with Lopez, every time that he fights, going into the fight, it's real quiet. Then after the fight, people start coming out the grass like the night of the living dead. Hey, you hate Tio.
Hey,
I'm not his fucking brother.
Hey, Jules,
Hey,
like the
Rick,
one
as a
more
Tio
on.
fan,
Oh,
that's
you
funny.
hate Latinos.
Yo, Ring, as a Tio fan, that is hilarious, man. I didn't know you hate Latinos, man. I would have never.
Yeah, man, I
would've
fucking
never
hate
known.
Latinos,
Yeah,
bro.
who knew
Bro,
that one, right?
Yo, Ring, I'm not gonna say
Crazy.
names, but I did. I'm not gonna say names, but I did hear that once, and I'm like, you do really like? Do they know, or do they know? Like,
What, did I hate Latinos? Nah, tell me. I
Yeah,
want to
no.
know. Come on, Polo. Don't hold out on me. Don't hold out on me.
No, because I'm saying, well, they were trying to say that you're racist to Latinos, but it's like, bro, you're Latino yourself. Like, bro, you interview.
That's not the
Latino
thing. See, the
fighters.
shit is... No, ponlo tú. La gente que hablan así, ellos ni saben cómo hablan español. That's these pendejos yo no sabo type cats, bro.
How can you be racist?
No, listen, I don't put nothing
got
past
it.
nobody,
No,
especially in this
no,
day and
I'm
age.
not
Dímelo, coño, ¿quién fue?
to a certain.
Tell me, Polo. Tell me the secrets. Oh, shit, Al Heyman is getting them, bro. His signal
No, I'm
going
right here.
in.
I'm right here. Hold on.
Nice, so come on and tell me, man. Let the cat out the bag, yo.
Check the group, the back chat. I'm saying names. I'll tell you in the back chat.
Come on, all right, let me go look in the back.
All right,
I'm gonna go
don't say
look in the
names, bro.
back.
Don't say names. I don't want
Yo.
to just.
Well, Polo,
All right. Let me say this. I'm gonna say names because I'm not from this era of pussified people that have hair on their tongue. Danny from Twitter literally does not speak Spanish. All right, you are a plastic Hispanic. If you Hispanic, I'm sorry. If you claim to be Hispanic, or you're so Latin, or you're so this, you can't even be in tune with the culture if you don't speak the language. And that's true of any culture. I'm sorry, it's the truth. You can't talk about how much you love la patria y la raza y la gente y la tierra y toda la vaina, and you don't even fucking understand them. Then what is it that you fucking love?
Plastic.
Bro showed up at the meeting with Google Translate on his phone.
Yo,
For real, like what the fuck? Like, si yo te pongo a ti in the heart, en el corazón de México, you don't even know how to fucking take me to the grocery store, bro. Because you don't speak the language. If you take me to the heart of Puerto Rico or the heart of La República Dominicana or Cuba, Honduras, wherever, bro, you are a tourist. But you think that's fucking ridiculous, bro. And I'm gonna say this too. That's really an American phenomenon. It is. That's an American phenomenon that came from people that in here they feel self-conscious because they know tú no eres mexicano, tú no eres mexicano, tú no eres puertorriqueño, tú eres un americano. If you go over there, and I know this to be true, I've known this all my life. If you go to these places acting like you're super this and super that, you know what they're gonna call you? Un americano.
especially if you don't speak the
Culture,
language, bro. If you know the culture and speak the language, you'll be fine because like you'll fit in. But if you look like how some of these cats on Terror be acting, trust me, bro, they'll know like.
That's the Danny guy that he lives in California and he like re-uploads videos and shit.
Yeah, photogenic Danny.
Bro, that dude, I don't bother with that dude, to be completely honest. I'm just surprised that he spoke about me because I'm like, I literally stay out of this person's way because I don't agree with most of what they say. I make a conscious effort to stay away, and even that is not enough for you to stop talking about me.
Bro, Ring, you can literally mind your bit. I learned this on Twitter. You cannot bother somebody, and all of a sudden they'll just bring you up. Now, I'm not saying you and John. I'm saying anybody. Like, you could have beat someone in a bet, or maybe like you got a fight pick right, or something. You did something that pissed that person off, especially when it comes to bets, man. And I don't know, people just have grudges. If you lose a bet, they'll hold like, bro. Trust me, bro. You do something to somebody, they'll hold that grudge forever. Like if you prove them wrong. Like example, when you have
Well,
those
people
debates,
lie on me also. I mean, they literally bring me up to lie about things I'll say that they'll tell the story a certain way, and it's like, bro, you just looking for an excuse to talk about me. Honestly.
and the thing is, you gotta understand, people hate because, bro, you have a channel, you interview fighters.
Yeah, but it's not like it's the hugest channel in the world. What I really think it is, and I learned this in my secret cult that I've learned all my skills. If you don't let people bother you, it ends up bothering them even more that you're not bothered, because they want you to be angry and they want you to raise your voice and argue. And when you tell them that, you got it, I don't give a fuck, that makes them even more mad.
Bro, but not everybody can interview fighters, bro. You gotta, bro.
Or anybody, anybody can do it's not. I did not reinvent the wheel being over here. I'm gonna be honest. What it is that I'm a nice person. For the most part, I get along with everybody. I'm kind of funny sometimes. I'm very entertaining. Not bad looking. In shape a little bit. And they just like me, but they don't want to like me. That's what it is. Might sound egotistical, but then why the fuck do I have hate watchers? If you hate me, why the fuck are you watching me? And I have hate watchers.
Straight.
You want me to give it to them straight? Because it's the only way I know how to give it to them.
Yeah. Last night there was a bunch of hate watchers that popped up for no reason.
Oh, wait, Ring. They popped up afterwards after Theo won, huh? Like a bunch of like.
Yeah, I saw a couple of people in the comments that they're like, "Oh, you're hating," and I'm like, "Bro, I literally just scored the fight for Lopez. Where am I hating?
Yeah, maybe you had it closer. Maybe you had it. All I said was, "Damn, man, we got to give Theo." I picked him. But I wasn't so confident. I wasn't like, I'm gonna bet the house on him. Like he's.
I could attest to that.
Look, if I would have scored the fight for Taylor, I could understand. I scored the fight 7-5, 8-4 Lopez. All right, I have Lopez winning. So if you splitting hairs over which rounds I gave him, okay, you have a fucking problem. Serious.
Yeah, bro. You big time.
You still had him winning
because the fucking judges that scored the fight don't even agree on all the rounds. It's not even the closeness. It's that if you know boxing, scoring a fight is not an exact science. One of the judges, I think they had one of the guys winning around the third round, and the other one didn't. And if you look at any scorecard, you see that shit. I've yet to see a boxing match where every single scorecard was exactly the same. You know what I mean?
I can agree with differences. I can agree with 8-4. 8-4 sounds, that's decent for me. It's just, bro, it's the judges. They're seeing the fight differently. Sometimes they might see punches that are landing that we're not seeing. Like, so I feel like it could have been a little bit wider, but I think the right guy won. I don't know.
My thing always is, as long as the right guy wins the fight, we could talk about the card afterwards and our thoughts. But the right guy won the fight to me. So what are you splitting? Not you. But what would anybody split hairs about if I have the guy winning, the judges have the guy winning, even you that are angry have the guy winning?
So what's the problem?
What the fuck? So what do you want? Like a stick up your ass? Like what the fuck do you want?
Nonito?
We got to get y'all on here, man. We got to get Rachel and Nonito on here, man. And I want to get their thoughts.
Hey, Ring.
You know what I mean?
Like Devin Haney says, give him my credit. Like Devin Haney says, give him my credit now. That's what they want.
Yeah, but it's like if I wasn't. This is the other thing. These people are strange because it's almost like they coming from a place as if I spoke to you before. I never spoke to you before, bro. What are you gloating about? I never spoke to you before. We didn't talk about the fight in the build-up of the fight, but they'll pop up as if we had a whole discussion. Like, nah, I didn't talk to you about the fight. The fuck are you gloating about? This is weird. Like. Motherfuckers don't be wanting to like me, yo, but I'm a cool cat, man. I just be chilling.
They said, give me a bit, just woke up. So they'll be on in a minute.
This fucking guy tried to accuse me of being fat. Bro, where am I fat?
Fat?
He literally called me fat, bro.
Oh God.
Yeah, you are
Okay. They're reaching now. Like they just,
motherfucker literally, he said, well, you're skinny fat. And if you don't know what skinny fat is, then you should Google. I'm like, skinny fat? Yo,
okay.
I'm not lying about none of this shit. You could go to my
Wait a
page.
minute, but Jules, even if you were, right, what the fuck does it matter?
Yo, the funny shit is, like I said, I don't even know what's wrong with being fat, because in my experience, the toughest fights is with fat guys, man.
All of
Fat
this is
guys.
different, bro. All of this, honestly, is you have different boxing opinions.
Yo, this is just a sick world we live in, bro. I don't know
Yo,
why.
Chris, you seen that shit? You seen that shit?
I've been people, yeah, bro. These niggas is weird. These niggas is weird. Like, yo, who
Fat guys
raised
get
these
broad. And they be the ones
motherfuckers?
with, I've noticed the fat guys be having money because they can eat.
Yo, bro, I just want to say
Go ahead, Chris. I gotta let Chris in on it. Chris, did you see this morning's festivities?
I always saw morning's festivities, man. You know, I always see these weird ass motherfuckers interacting with you for no apparent reason. Like, yo, I understand you hate Ring IQ for the majority of the fact, and a fact because he tells the truth, and he's right the majority of the time. I know you hate that. I know y'all hate that Ring can probably fuck your bitch. I understand it, but when we talking. Yeah, not.
Do I want to is the question.
Nah. You a spiteful Capricorn New York nigga. If you would just do it just to make a point. But like now back to what I was saying. Yo, TO1, congratulations to the people that picked TO. Do you want a cookie? Do you want an oatmeal cream?
Do you want a cupcake?
I want one. I want one. Chocolate chip.
Yo, motherfucker. Yo, listen, and this the shit. Motherfucker ran out of shit to say because maybe he thought I was fat. I don't know where I look fat. Like, where would I look fat? But then I post a video like, fam, you can see I'm not fat, bro. You can see my lats is working, my arms is coming in.
You're pretty obese.
What?
Yeah, I'm too. Yeah, I need to lose weight.
You're obese.
Yo, bro, Jules. I know you don't care about these motherfuckers calling.
Nah, but it's entertaining.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you spend too much time on, you spend too much energy on these people. Who cares?
Bro, it's because, you know what? All right, for me as a 40-year-old man, it is strange. Like, you guys don't look at it that way because you're younger than I am, so you receive it
we
differently.
look at it the same way.
Nah, to me, I'm going to tell you why. Let me tell you why. The reason I receive it differently is because I look at it as a mental illness. Maybe you don't. I look at it as a mental illness. That's how I look at it.
Same way, it is a mental illness. Some of these people are mentally ill severely.
Yo, some of these people are your age. Some of these people are your age. You'd be surprised.
But that's what I'm saying. Right now, me as a 40-year-old man doing all that, I must be mentally ill to do like.
Nah, bro. Like literally, there's no help for you at this point. Like you're one of them that you just got to get eliminated. You got to try again in the next life. Because some of these motherfuckers, man,
you're just a little retarded. That's all it is. Just a little retarded.
No. It's a level of there's retardation. Then there's a level of just like severe mental illness that Thorazine can't fix. Like
yeah.
When Thorazine can't fix it, when all those, crazy ass drugs that these doctors prescribe for your mood, like Valium, Ritalin, or whatever the fuck doesn't fix it, you just gotta get killed. You gotta get paralyzed.
You know what? All these fools out there are just further proof that they should have added more chlorine to the gene pool.
Thank you, country. It's leaves in it and all that. Now, for those that don't know, Mayeli Flores, my God, that was an ass whooping. I just watched that. I watched that shit again before I started this live. Like, yo, she fucked her up.
I rewatched it.
Oh, that little short gal, she was fucking her ass up big time. I was like,
she's about to be my new favorite female fighter.
I'm gonna kill her battery, man. She won't turn off.
I watched that other fight.
Barbie fan, man. That was sad to watch. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It was. But Barbie should have known after the Nava fight though. To like, fam, Nava was schooling the shit out of her. Like, she should have known that. Like, yeah, you gotta retire, man. Like,
what's Barbie? What's her full name?
Barbie
Mariana
Juarez. Her
Juarez.
real name is
Mariana
Mariana Juarez.
Juarez.
And look, not for nothing, I say this wholeheartedly. She's one of the best, or she was. But right now, you fooled, B. Like, you gotta retire,
No,
man.
Yeah,
Like,
man. I don't want to see.
43
Yo, remember what
years
she
old.
did? Remember she did the Playboy thing? She was in Playboy.
no, she got an ass though. Like, shit. Just because she's 43 don't mean she ain't got an ass.
I
Like,
don't know,
shit.
but I'm talking about when she was younger, man. I know you seen that shit. Like,
No, yo lo vi. Como que no?
I'm
Como
like,
que no?
yo,
La Barbie Juarez.
Yo,
We
what
have
do you think
everybody.
of,
We got Rachel Donaire in the building. In the building.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Rachel.
Morning.
So
How you
look,
doing?
man. Rachel, what did you think about Teofimo Lopez yesterday? What were your thoughts?
We all thought that he did so much better than he has been showing up. You know, like we were starting to score the fight, right? Because you guys like to ask us, like, what's your score? And usually we just watch the fight. So I'm like, let's just try to score it this time. You know, so the first round we gave it to Taylor. And then I think after the 5th round or 6th round, we just stopped scoring. We're like, what the fuck is Taylor doing? Like, and I was totally like, okay, Taylor, if we go Taylor back in the WBSS where there was head movement, his distance, which I thought he established in the first round, all that thing, I thought he was going to pull off the win. And then it was like a different fighter just came in the ring. I don't know. We were confused. And then
I want to say it was a conditioning issue to me because he started off really good, and then around the middle, he's a different guy. He's missing punches. He can't get in the same way that he was getting in the first half of the fight. And look, he's been at 140 a long time, and he's a big guy for 140.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Conditioning seems like the most logical thing that could have happened.
Well, he said on his Instagram that this was a great camp and all this stuff, but he swayed from the game plan. And like you saw it in the beginning. The only round that he had for at least me, the first round, right? And then all of a sudden he started rushing in, almost pretty much smothering his punches, and it was like he forgot that he had that distance. And I don't know, just went out the window. I no clue, but he did say he took it upon himself and just said that I swayed from the game plan. So I'm like, all right, well, there's nothing. Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but I appreciate way much more that if you're telling me that you were in camp and this is, you know, you felt good and you're not trying to blame the refs or the judges or anything like that, and you're gonna take it and say I'm the one, it's my fault, then great. Accountability is one of those things we lose a lot in boxing. It's everyone else's fault except your own.
Yeah. Who did you like for the fight going into the fight? Where were you leaning?
I was leaning towards Taylor.
Thank you. So I want to make this clear. Here you have somebody from the industry, acquainted with combat sports, not exclusive to boxing, because I believe you were in Taekwondo, correct?
Yeah.
And they were leaning towards Taylor. So why are people so resentful that I picked Taylor? Like what? Like I don't understand why people are mad about that.
Didn't we all pick Taylor who was here? Didn't we all?
Yeah, but I'm getting the brunt of the goddamn heat for the shit.
The people that do that though are people that mostly they're bandwagon jumpers, right? Like, because all they want to do is be like, "Oh, see, you were wrong." It's like, okay, like
they just want to support the winners, basically.
Yeah, they were quiet as shit. Like it wasn't. Where were they before the fight?
I'm like, yo, where were all these people before the fight? Because I don't remember none of y'all before the fight. After the fight, everybody knew.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Depending on the aftermath of Spence Crawford, like I have a feeling if Spence wins, we're never going to hear the end of it. But if but if Crawford wins, we won't. It won't be that vocal.
Bro, motherfucker, who remember Endgame when everybody turned into sand and shit?
Yep. Yeah, I remember.
They gonna turn into sand and stuff. They gonna start watching Bare Knuckle. Like, I see, I can't keep going through this in boxing. I'm about to start watching Bare Knuckle out here, B.
The question for everybody. Did anybody notice how there wasn't really any power behind Josh's shots?
Nah.
Like,
Yeah, I
like,
did
like,
mean,
like
watch
nothing,
honestly,
like
that.
like,
nothing. Like
see,
I,
in the first 4 rounds, that's where he marked up Lopez. He was
yes,
getting in. He was getting in with really short hooks on the inside. He marked up his eye. He was getting in good little
cut him
body
too. Cut him
shots.
too twice.
He
Yes,
cut
cut him.
his nose. He caught him on the bridge of the nose, and you could see that he caught him. But he faded. Like that's what I see.
Yeah,
Like yo,
that was great. Yeah.
if I have to, and he said it too in that post that he made that he faded. That's what I see. That like yo, you couldn't maintain that same intensity after about 6 rounds. Like your battery was empty after like 6 rounds, and that's a conditioning issue. That's what it looks
Can we
like.
just can we face it? Can we face it, guys? The last great Josh Taylor fight at 140 was Jose Ramirez. We just
Ramirez, yep.
gotta
Yeah.
face
That's
it,
it.
man,
Yep.
because ultimately that was the last time Josh Taylor could literally put it all together. And I gotta ask you guys this, Rachel included. Was that the last fight that Josh Taylor had Shane McGuigan in his camp?
No, Ben Davidson.
No,
Yeah,
Ben
That was
Davidson was in
Ben
his corner
Davis.
for that
Yeah,
fight.
that was Ben Davison in the corner for that one. That was Ben Davison.
Oh,
I'm gonna remember he left Shane McGuigan a long time ago,
He
bro.
left after
2020.
That was the
During
last
the
fight he had.
pandemic.
That was the Regis fight, right? The Regis fight, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was because he left Cyclone Promotions. He kind of did him dirty. Cyclone was really invested in him. That was Shane McGuigan, Barry McGuigan, his father.
Kinahan, though.
Yo, I mean, Danny ain't bothering nobody, Michael. Come on now.
Yo,
Like,
does that still
just
exist?
a little bit
Yo,
of
Ring.
cocaine. What's wrong with
Ring.
that?
Yeah, but
Ring,
apparently,
does that still exist?
Well,
Does clone from whatever it's called? Does that still exist? Is that what
Probellum
was up there?
is under
No.
as far as I know, and Disrupt is now
Cyclone turned into Probellum, then Probellum.
Oh, wait a minute. You talking about Cyclone? Yeah, Cyclone Cyclone was not Kinahan or nothing like that. That was
Oh,
Barry
that's
and Shane.
Oh,
And
okay. I was
they
about to
lost.
say, don't they have
That was listen, that was
Oh.
Barry. That was they had Josh Taylor, they had Chantel. Chantel had left, Josh had left, and that was all they really had. They didn't have a lot. So after Josh left, and Josh was their golden goose for Cyclone, that was their golden goose. And after he left, they didn't have anything after that. So they completely
they went under.
Materialized. Yeah, they went under after that.
I was about to say, I was like, don't
Shane kept training people after that, though. You see that he kept training people after that, but
I was about to say, I was like, don't they have beef with the MTK people? I was about to say, I was like, don't they have beef with the MTK people? That's where the
yeah.
whole beef. Yeah,
Barry was very much against them, TK. Barry was very much against them. Barry McGuigan, Shane's father.
They took his fighters.
That's why he was.
What do you think about Tio announcing his retirement? What do
It's
you
a
think the
money
angle
play.
is?
It's just a money play. It's just a money play. Like, and it's a smart money play, which I understand. Like, that if y'all want me to come out of retirement in a nutshell, y'all gonna have to pay me. I think. Look, that kid, he earned his way. He earned. I really feel like y'all should pay him more because now 140.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you're thinking it's a money play because of Top Rank. I was thinking it was a money play because of something else.
Nah, I think it's a money play in the sense that he's going through the divorce. He needs money.
No. So they can cut off, like instead of her going, well, he's still active, or I'm gonna drop this divorce. If he says he retires and convinces her to sign the papers to finalize the divorce papers, anything he makes after the divorce is his.
Oh wow! I didn't even think about that. I did not even think of that.
Round of applause for Rachel. Round of
Gotta
applause.
get a round of applause. Got cheat the system out here, B. System out to get you.
There we go, Ray. We appreciate you.
See, now we know what to do. That if you ever get a divorce, you know what? I'm fucking retired, bro. I don't work for nobody. And then you cool, and then you come out of retirement and bang, and it's all gravy. Shout out to Carlos Rosado. Ring salute. I'm just curious, but if you were a commissioner in boxing, what changes or improvements would you make to the sport? That's a very good question because there's a lot of things that I think is wrong. Like, I remember hearing a couple of times that they didn't have emergency medical staff during some fights. I honestly feel like that should be a universal at any fight at any given moment.
That's Rachel, is that true? Are you kidding me?
Rachel, what?
Is that true? Like they don't have emergency and medical staff at every fight?
They're supposed to, but sometimes you don't see them, and
Hmm.
they're quote unquote, oh, they just went to go get coffee, kind of thing.
Emergency medical staff. I would actually. I know this is going to be novel, but I would have championship fights go 13 rounds to prevent draws. I would have them go 13 rounds
That's
instead
smart.
of
That's
just
so.
12.
That's smart. Very smart.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like a sudden death
Absolutely.
round, like a sudden death round, or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
Yo,
I would also, if I were the commissioner, the judges would not be ringside. The judges would score the fight based on the broadcast because the
yes,
broadcast
yes.
provides more vantage points of the fight. When you're ringside, you only have one vantage point. If you watch the broadcast, you have many vantage points, and you're actually, it's almost like you're closer to the action, so you can see more of what the fans are also seeing, and so that those scores can more accurately reflect what the fans see. Because if a guy is throwing body shots, but his back is to the judges, they may not even see those body shots. They might not. They may not be able to see which punches are getting in. And also, I think there should be an eyesight requirement that, like, some of these judges are really fucking old, and you need a fresh set of eyes.
They need to get a prescription test or something. Like,
so those are just a couple of things that almost off the top of my head that I would change. That I would have the.
Not
I
only
would
that, I think they should be audited.
Oh yeah, I mean, you should have to, but not just audited, because the WBA kind of does that. That they'll come in and they'll ask you. There should be a penalty, an egregious penalty to where don't fuck up the scorecard, because if you do, it's going to cost you something.
I would also limit the number of belts too.
Well, I wouldn't limit the number of belts because I actually like what that does, that it provides that tournament format until there can only be one, like Highlander. I don't mind the number of belts. It's the network politics that really are at the root of the problems that we have as consumers, that it's actually the networks and the platforms and the promoters that get in the way of fights happening. Now, a commissioner can't do this per se, but if I were going to give something an overhaul, it would be a bartering system that would require promoters to sit down and have a confab and do trades. Like, okay, we'll send you this guy for that fight, and you'll send us that guy for this fight, and we'll evaluate the value of these fights and try to come to a middle ground to where you get to make money and they get to make money and they get to make money, because then that would elicit more eyes to the sport. Like, I wasn't super shocked, but the fact that Ryan and Gervonta brought in over a million pay-per-view buys, what that means is that the eyes and the interest is there if you make the fights.
Just make the fights, bro.
You got to make the fights. If you make them, then everybody going to come out and everybody going to buy. But when you get in fights that, like, yo, people don't really want that. Like, for example, look, Carlos Adames is about to fight Julian Williams. Ain't nobody really interested in that. Now, if it was Carlos Adames versus Charlo, yeah, people want to see that, bro. That's a good fight. People ain't dumb, but you're not gonna have the energy. You're not gonna have the energy for Adames versus Williams that you would have for Adames versus Charlo.
Hey, Jules, what I meant about the belts, though, is the
Williams
ones that they manufacture, not like the regular solid belts, but the ones that they mysteriously manufacture out of the blue. And the franchise and those kind of things. That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
But those are some things that if I could give things in. Go ahead.
My bad.
No,
I was just gonna say, Adames and Williams, that's nonsense fight. That shit is garbage. We don't need those type of fights. But at the end of the day, we gotta start auditing these promoters. If you have a stable like PBC and your WBC middleweight champion hasn't fought in damn near 4 years, you have to be on the hook for it. And if you're not getting him in there, he has the right. The champion has the right to shop around and leave that promotional company and get different opportunities.
No,
That should be the
That's
standard.
not what's going on with Charlo right now.
It should be the
It's not
sanctioning body.
PBC.
It should be the sanctioning
Yeah, that's not
body.
on. Yeah, it should be the sanctioning body. But as far as Charlo goes, first of all, if the fighter himself says that there's a medical condition, which mental health is part of within that scope of the agreement, it pauses your contract. So it's up to Charlo to want to come back. In addition to uh, the WBC back Charlo, they're not going to force him in. Apparently, Charlo has been in contact with the WBC saying, "Here's my mental health note" or whatever, and the WBC has been taking it and supporting his excuse, for lack of a better word.
But
So it's actually it's them.
we can say
I didn't even know
I
that.
agree.
I didn't-
Yeah. That's why Mauricio has been saying the things that he's saying. But my thing is that this is an easy fix. You label him a champion in recess. They used to have that designation that you're a champion in recess, meaning as soon as you want to come back, you get an immediate crack at the title. As soon as you want to come back. Now, what they're doing, which I think is wrong, is you have all these fighters in your ranks. You charge them sanctioning fees. You have Carlos Adames, who has an interim title, for the sole reason that in his mind, this will get me the full belt. Well, no, it won't. It won't. Even worse is that Mauricio Suleiman himself entertained the possibility of making Charlo versus Munguia. But what about the guy who's paying you sanctioning fees? Munguia's not paying you no sanctioning fees for no middleweight nothing. This guy is. And you basically telling him, we don't give a fuck about you.
See, the problem is, Jules, is that they don't want listen, they don't want finality. They want continuity, right? They are willing to create new belts, right, for to collect more sanctioning fees. That's basically it. It's just a hidden tax. So they're not gonna wrap up any loose ends if
Yeah,
they
like
continue to do that.
they want everything to be ambiguous and not that, like they would prefer, especially the WBC to me and the WBA, they would prefer that everything stay ambiguous and unregulated because that gives them the wiggle room to manipulate the ranks. Who doing all that?
Whose mic is that?
Yo, Rachel, who you got in Spence Crawford?
They got Crawford. Rachel's smart. You got Crawford.
We've been saying that since the beginning. That's why I think it's funny whenever I say anything about Crawford's business stuff. You're like, "Oh, you're a Crawford hater." I'm like, "Yeah, idiot. I'm actually with you in the ring." But as far as outside the ring, he's green as shit. Why is that such a bad thing? I don't, not a blind follower.
Thank you. And it's like critical thinking skills these days are interpreted.
They're gone.
They're completely gone. Which is why I'm literally thinking about leaving the United States because it's like a goddamn virus. Like what the fuck, man? Where's the critical?
You going back to your home planet?
Yeah, I'm tired of Earth, bro.
For sure, I get it.
Y'all about to say,
and legitimately, like ever since we've been watching everything that's been happening in the school system, and me and Onito for a bit have been ever since COVID came back. I mean, COVID, like the kids came back from COVID. I was like, man, I actually really liked having the kids out at school. And he was like, well, I think you should pull them out. I go, I love how you say that because I'm the motherfucker that's going to have to teach these kids, right? Not you. And so, anyway, we've been in the Philippines because I have some business that I have to take care of here. And we've been here ever since. And it just so happens we did that right before this smash of now they're telling people that they have to address them by certain pronouns and all this stuff.
Oh, don't even get me.
Yeah, let's not.
No. Let me say this because as a parent, I have the same concerns that you have. Like I was at the pool here in the complex that I live. I hear some of the young kids talking about what they're talking about, and I'm like, where would they have heard these things? The he, the her. I'm like, oh my god. And it's like it's such a bad issue that I'm like, dog, heterosexual people do not sit around talking about their sex with young children. So why are we trying to normalize this in a school? Heterosexual people don't do that. So why are we trying to make that normal for this orientation? What is the function of that?
You're making it like it's just, this is the scary part. It's not
Let me
just
say
school,
this real quick.
because
Can I just say this to the young kids? If any of the young kids listening, listen. If it moves, talk to your parents. That's it.
Go ahead, Rachel.
Oh, well, like I thought it only stuck in the schools. I thought it was like 8-year-olds and stuff like that. But like in Massachusetts, I think it was, they're teaching preschoolers. In addition to, there was a Muppet Babies thing, which I thought like when my kids were small was like 3 to 5 is when they were watching that. That Gonzo became a princess now.
Oh my god. Yeah, because I mean, like, this is such a
Gonzo the
deep.
Princess. You believe
This
this
is
shit?
such a deep conversation because for many years, like, in other words, this is better discussed with people at a dinner, right? Because online they want to control the narrative, they want to control what people say. But being realistic, yeah, I heard they were coming for the kids, and I thought that these people are just losing their minds. They're not gonna come for the kids.
No,
They're
listen.
coming for
Well,
the
okay,
kids,
No,
bro.
no,
so let's bring
they
it back to boxing then, though.
Yeah, let's bring it back because I
Anyone,
don't want to get in
anyone
no
watch?
shit.
Yeah, because
Wait,
we'll open
wait,
up a can of worms.
anyone
Yeah, long
watch?
story
Joel,
short,
did
fuck
you
Target.
watch the did I'm gonna say watch with air quotes since you can't see me. Did you watch the Josue Vargas porn?
Nah, dog, I
Come
can't.
on.
Look. No,
Porn.
I'm gonna say this.
Porn.
Let me say
Is that
this.
why
Let me
you
say
came
this.
here, Rachel?
Wait.
No,
Let me
we're
say this.
already on the topic of it, so might as
Let
well
me
just put it
say
back to
this.
boxing.
I'm going. Let's bring it. Look, I'll say this right for
That's
anybody
not
that.
boxing related.
All right, fam. Let me answer the question. Now, one, I worked in a village. I don't got nothing against some people. I really don't. I worked in a village for about 5 years when I was very young at D'Agostino supermarkets. I don't have no problems with those people, right? But it's just I don't want to
See,
watch that shit. I don't want to watch that
yo,
shit. You feel me? Like,
nah, bro,
I
that
don't want to
fucked my
watch
head
that
up,
shit.
B.
You
See,
feel me? So everybody
oh,
kept posting that shit on the news. I'm like,
Twitter.
what are y'all doing, B? I don't want to see this, bro. Like, why y'all doing that?
Nigga, I saw that shit. I just, oh,
Can you
I just,
believe
I
what
got
he's
it.
doing?
Someone
Like,
passed
oh my
it to
god.
someone passed it to me, right? But they passed it to my WhatsApp, so it downloaded to my phone. I go, God damn it! And so now
It
all
gave you
my other
AIDS.
friends,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, hey,
It
I was like,
gave your phone AIDS.
yeah, but now I just want to pass it to people through WhatsApp to make it
Oh
be on
no.
their phone since I had to deal with it.
Nah, don't do that.
nah,
Don't do that, Rachel.
people
Don't
hurt
do.
Oh,
people.
I don't.
Hurt people
I
hurt
like. Look,
people.
I don't look.
wait
Well,
till the AIDS get
Josue,
scaled.
if that's Josue, if that's how he swing, then let him do his thing, right? But I don't. All right, I'm cool, bro. Just live your life, bro. Do what you do, you
Hey,
know. But
Rachel, Rachel,
Yo,
He
Rachel, could
wants
I ask
male
you
top.
something?
Let him get
Could I ask
male
you something,
top.
Rachel?
Yeah.
Ring,
Hey,
smiles and Zepeda.
Polo, right quick, hold up, right quick. Rachel, when is Nonito's next fight, and how do we watch?
July 15th on Showbox. It's
Yeah.
Oh,
on the
cool. Okay,
undercard
okay, cool. It's on Showbox. Nice. Okay,
what's his name? Frank Martin at the Cosmo.
Mm-hmm. He's fighting for the
nice.
WBC title. He's
just
gonna win the WBC
Yes,
title.
he will. Yes, he will. I got him.
So just to let you guys know, the reason why we couldn't say anything is because we were afraid to slip, right? We knew about the Spence Crawford for months now. Like they told us the date. And the dates that were given were July 15th and July 29th. So that being said, they were still shuffling the cards to see who would end up where. Of course, we wanted to end up on the 29th. That was our hope. We were holding our breath for it. But apparently they put Cruz on it, which fine, whatever. But that's why we came here and was like, if I have business here, let's start camp, all this other stuff, and we'll cross our fingers for the 29th. But they decided to put us on the 15th. But that being said, Jules, did you see that Jason Maloney called Nonito out again after he
Yeah,
ducked him?
and that's clout chasing. That's clout.
Nonito,
I
man.
knew that. I figured that, like, bro, Nonito at 118 right now, right? Nonito is the biggest name because it's not like Maloney's a good name, but he ain't the guy. You know what I mean? And then who else? Who else is at 118 right now? Is
Rodriguez.
Then you were
and
Rodriguez.
yeah, but he hasn't. Rodriguez hasn't fought for the belt yet.
Isn't he gonna be on the undercard? Isn't he gonna be on that undercard too?
I think he's yeah.
That's
I think
what I
he's
heard.
fighting for the BF. And who has? Didn't Junto just win the BO?
Yeah, he
No,
did.
no, you're talking about
Sorry, sorry.
115.
Yeah,
Takuma Inoue.
Right,
Yes,
Takuma.
yes.
Yeah, Takuma.
Inoue brother.
moved up.
Inoue brother. Yeah.
Takuma,
Like-
he has a WBA.
He
Hey,
about
I think
Takuma about to lose that belt, man. He honestly.
Yeah,
But to who though, bro? Like, who gonna take it?
Jarwin.
Who?
Jarwin
Jerwin Ankaha. When is the
Yeah.
last time Jerwin fought, bro?
Just stay in tune. That's next. It's him. It's Jarwin or Chocolatito that's gonna fight Takumba. Watch those two.
Wow.
But Rachel, you know what? That you know to be good revenge when Nonito gets the WBC back. Have him fight Inouye's brother. That way he can get some kind of revenge and take his belt too.
Man. Yo,
No,
get
we're
him to
going
retire Rigo.
actually. Well, what we decided is a lot of people was asking if we're going to be here for Spence Crawford, and Nonito decided he wanted to be in Japan for the Inoue Fulton, which is on the 22nd. So then, like when you go and challenge in their own land, it's going to be covered, and then he's going to have to, figure it out. You gonna make this fight happen, or are you gonna run?
I dig it.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow.
I dig it. And Inoue Fulton, I've been watching some of Fulton's fights back. The Arnold Guy fight, the Angelo Leo fight, Brandon Figueroa fight. Even though there's not many parallels to draw from Brandon Figueroa and Inoue, but I am getting a feeling that Inoue can hurt him. Inoue can hurt Stephen Fulton. That's the feeling I'm getting because Angelo Leo is not a big puncher. With who?
Cool Boy. He hurt Cool Boy in the 7th round, or was it the final where Cool Boy was against the ropes?
He fought Adam Lopez when?
Yeah, bro.
It was Lopez had him on.
It was a close fight.
You talking about the same Adam Lopez that fought Oscar Valdez?
Yes, I am.
Same Adam Lopez that fought Nova.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
I think Fulton took his unbeaten record, if I'm not mistaken. I think Fulton took his O. I think.
Yeah, but it was a close fight, and he hurt Fulton. Like Fulton was against the ropes, man, I knew he was gonna stop him late.
Yeah, I think that's because I was watching Leo, and Leo is a good serviceable fighter, so it's not a knock on him. It's just that he's not really a power guy, and he wobbled for him, bro. He had him reeling in the ropes and all of that. I'm like, yeah, if he knew he gets through with something solid, he probably is gonna take him out.
Bernard said that Fulton won a split decision in that fight.
I gotta watch that one back. See, I didn't even watch that one. I'm about to go watch that one. But that's how I think that cookie's gonna crumble. What else, man? Because what's dominating the conversation right now is the bandwagon shit with Lopez, man. It's like, yo, dog, like none of y'all was talking this much in the build-up. After the fight, everybody knew. Apparently, it's Monday morning quarterbacks up and down.
I'll give credit to a couple of guys in our chat that were picking Tio from.
Yeah, shout out to Mirage. He picked him. Shout out to Mirage. Australia.
The other guys who popped up out of nowhere right after Tio won. Those are the ones that ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the other thing is, why they mad if you? What boggles my mind is they get mad if you don't like. What is there to be mad about, bro?
Why is it so important? That they had to show you were wrong. It's like,
but you know what I find? You know what I find funny? It's like I seen some guys talk about like, oh, Josh was never that good. Josh was overrated. I'm like, wait a minute, but you picked him. You picked him to win.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing. That's why boxing is sometimes not right. Like, bro, that dude is a good fighter. You know what I mean? Shit happens. Like, that dude is a good fighter, bro. That run that he had while he was good and he was on his shit, that was a great run, bro. Don't act like he a piece of shit now just because he lost. Feel me? Like, and
if he was never any good, he wouldn't have been able to do all that, honestly.
Yeah, but the other thing is that it's like they make it an either or when life don't work that way, bro. Right? The reality, when I look at this guy, you stayed at 140 too long, bro. You're not who you were when you fought Baranchik. You're not who you were when you fought
Regis or Jose.
The Taylor that's here now would have never won 12 with that pro grade. He never would have won 12 with that pro grade. But if I say that, I'm like, all right, bro.
Honestly, like based on what I saw, like if that version of Josh showed up with Tio, like Regis takes him out now. He gets knocked out.
He'll knock out.
But that's literally like the hardest thing, right? Like a fighter can train for 12 weeks and all of that has to culminate within 45 minutes of your life.
Yeah.
All of that. Mm-hmm. And it just could be off. It literally could just be off. Right. You can have gas the night of your fight and you're fucked. You're like, God damn it, my stomach hurts. Like there's nothing you can do. Like it is what it is.
And just like you said earlier, look, I respect that Josh is being proud and he's not making excuses and he's not hiding behind anything. But, bro, there's no way you sitting out for 16 months help the situation. There's no benefit from like what is the benefit of that? How did that make things better? And then you're breaking in a new trainer, which is experimental. Like you weren't with Joe McNally, all these years or whatever. You were Shane for a while, then you were Ben, and you're breaking in this guy. It's like I'm not taking nothing away from Lopez. The right man and the better man won a fight. But yeah, that stuff matters too,
that always perplexed me. It's like, why did he hire Ben Davidson? It's not like he really needs him. I mean,
Ben was popping wasn't that around the time that Ben was with Fury and he was like everybody's new favorite trainer?
Yeah, but by that point,
remember Devin was with him for a little while.
He was. But at that point, he was like the finished article.
His legs were gone from round 6. Sorry to cut you off.
Shout out to the great Mirage, my favorite Australian. Outside from Tim Tszyu, Mirage is my favorite Australian. I'm getting the applause in a game. Mirage. Wise, powerful, the Mirage. He picked Lopez. I talked a lot of shit. He could talk shit to me because I was talking a lot of shit, but it's because he was talking shit to me about Tim Tszyu and Tony Harrison. I told you Tony was going to get his ass whooped, but you were right and I was wrong.
Tony, he picked Tony, right?
He picked Tony. Tony in that fight.
Okay, great.
It's just styles, bro. That's the other thing. It's just styles. Like that's not a good style for Tony. If that's not the right style for him to be in the ring with that guy. But that don't mean he's a bad fighter. With Taylor, what I saw is that you just don't have the intensity that you had. You can't maintain it. It was effective at the start, but you likely blew your load in the first half of the fight, and you're running on fumes in the second half of the fight. That's what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Timing is off. He's missing punches. He can't get the distance down right. He's getting countered on the way in. It's like, yo. And then
my question is, like, what's the situation with Top Rank? Because if his contract is still ongoing, honestly, next, I think he should move up and stay active. They'll find guys for him to fight at welter.
Yeah, if anything, look, his next situation doesn't even have to be a Top Rank situation. Maybe you go up, fight Florian Marku to get your feet wet at 147 because remember Florian used to fight at 147. And build yourself up a little bit. Maybe you go up there, you fight David Avanesian or somebody like that. Just those guys that are around because the first 3 fight, if he's serious about really making a splash at 147, you got to ease into that weight, bro. You do. There's big, strong guys up there. Virgil Ortiz is up there. Ennis is up there. Guys, you don't just rush into fights like that.
Yeah, but he's been very, very inactive, honestly. He's only fought once a year since like 2020. Or 20 more or less, or 2019. He's been, So he needs to be more active going forward. He really does.
Yeah, I agree. Now I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, everybody, and I'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Hey,
I will post the link
in the chat. Drop him a link.
I heard you, bro.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be helpful.
No, you're not.
Go ahead, Jules. We got you covered, man. Go ahead.
No, I gotta let him in first. I gotta let him in.
Right.
I'm gonna wait till he clicks the link so I can let him in. But he just has to ease himself into it, and hopefully it works out. Because it's just I don't like watching good fighters go out like that. I'm like he is a good fighter, man. Come on now, he's a good fighter.
Dude has a stellar resume, was undisputed, cleaned up the weight class. Like I'm not just I still want to see Josh again. I'm a fan of him. I like his fights. So
yeah, they may take our belts, but they may never take our freedom. My God, yo. That's my God, bro. Like, don't do my man Josh dirty like that. Now, Eson's in the building. I'll be right back.
Oh, what up, man?
What's up, guys?
See, bro.
Guys, I have a question for you.
Yes.
For you all. Is there any chance that we are overthinking?
Shut up with fucking white shoes, asshole.
What the hell?
I don't know.
Sorry, Leo. Go ahead. Ask me a question.
There is a chance that we are overthinking our prediction because, look, that last Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor fight, that was a clash of styles that didn't favor Josh Taylor.
No,
and we could see him because Josh Taylor was initially applying pressure, but his counterpuncher took over. So at one point, I have to ask myself, maybe you have to pay attention to the styles. It's going to be right mostly every time. Because I don't remember a fight that hasn't been a favorable outcome based on a prediction based on his styles. Really?
Yeah. I mean, well, I think that I think you're spot on. It was just the clash of styles, and Josh was way too just aggressive, and he faded down the stretch, which didn't help. But honestly, I wonder like if he actually elected the box, if he would have had more success instead of just trying to like charge T.O. Because we all know he can box. I mean, he's a good boxer when it counts. I mean, he can do. That's why he was so effective. Like just applying pressure, calculated pressure. I don't think he really did that in this fight. I think he kind of just threw that out the window. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I think it was just a clash of styles for the most part.
Look, when I saw the fight with one thing was I was surprised about Teofimo Lopez is Teofimo after the second half of the fight, he appears to be 2-3 steps ahead of Josh Taylor every time. Because every time that Josh Taylor was trying to come up, feint his way, trying to put an offensive move, Josh Taylor was leaning back, he was dodging, he was blocking the shots. So I don't want to say that plain and simple that Teofimo Lopez was a better boxer, but he looked like that way.
Oh yeah, most definitely, yeah, 100%.
He looked like he looked like the more skilled boxer in that, because when Josh Taylor was trying to establish himself in the middle of the ring and try to bait him to counter him or lead with some punches, Teofimo was almost every time anticipating Josh Taylor. So for me, it looked like he was a better fighter. He was a better counterpuncher. Josh Taylor can do some of the counterpunches himself, but not at the level of Theo, at least not yesterday.
I'll say this, that I think what's bothering Josh Taylor was pretty much the head movement, the speed. I think this was very similar to the Catterall fight, because I feel like Catterall was showing the same thing. It was doing the same thing that Teal was doing, which is bending at the waist, moving around his lead foot, trying to time his swings and timing it on the inside, catching and shooting. And once he felt that power from Teal, though, I think he became more gun shy, in my opinion. I thought I didn't feel like he was gassed or anything like that. I felt like he was just too cautious, and he worried too much about the punches. And it's like, man, you got to pick up the pace, man. Sometimes you got to create those opportunities. You got to set up those punches. But at the same time, Teo just knows how to move out the way. He's just a younger fighter who just moved up to this weight class, and I don't think he looks that bad at all. Like, I just think sometimes it's a clash of styles. Sometimes maybe you can find somebody who could open himself up, because Josh said it's a wide target. I mean, like a long target. Once you get inside.
I got a question to the panel.
What's that?
Somebody got the Gandalf.
Come on, fix your mics, man.
Somebody mute your shit.
Yo, is that me?
Nah, that's not. Who is Frisco Dom? I'm gonna let him on. I hope no weird shit happens. I don't know this person. All right, Frisco Dom, what's rocking?
Is that me? What the fuck?
Oh, come on, B. He came on here to do weird shit.
Oh yeah, okay, bye.
He came on here to do weird shit. You seen that shit? Oh.
No, we didn't see it.
Yeah, we didn't see it, bro. We didn't even see it, bro. Like, this is what I'm talking about. These fucking weirdos, man. Like, who wins the spelling bee, Tank or Rolly?
I got Rolly. Rolly wins that.
Rolly might win that. If he trains and he reads, he'll win the spelling bee. All right, now it's Frank. Now it's Frank Bay. Does that name sound familiar to any of you? Frank Bay.
No,
never
heard of him. Never heard of him.
I don't know who this is. Let me
but
see.
Just think about it now.
They can do some weird shit. Like, wait. Let me
man.
see if they.
I've been on here before.
You're not gonna
no,
do
that's
it.
Frank. That's Frank. Yeah, he's been on here before,
Oh,
man. That's
I was about
Frankie.
to. That
He's
wasn't you
cool.
just now, was it? That wasn't you just now. You didn't do that weird shit, right?
Nah, I don't be doing weird shit.
No.
Please don't do
Frank
no
is
weird
cool.
shit.
Frank's been on here for before, but he fell off for a while, man. Now he's back.
Yeah,
He's a good dude, man. I can vouch for him. He's cool.
I hope so, cause that shit was spooky, man. Like motherfucker.
Jules, can you type it in the chat? What happened?
There you go, man. Nah, if you missed it, then you missed it. Nah, this the
Let's
shit.
just move past it.
I'm getting pushback over the Munguia Derevyanchenko fight, and I don't know. I had Sergey clearly winning that fight.
Yeah,
but,
me too. Me too.
So did I. That's what it looked like to me.
Well, apparently, one individual whose name is Douche the Second, he's saying that no, it's horrible. It wasn't a robbery. This, that, and the other. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that looked like a pretty easy fight to score. To be honest, like that was an easy one. Like that wasn't a hard fight to score at all.
Must be a Jaime fan. So
that gotta be that. That gotta be that. Because I'm like, I don't know how somebody could watch that fight and have Jaime winning that fight.
Okay,
like,
Julie,
bro.
let me say this. I'm just gonna talk about me. Maybe you are in a similar situation right now, but after maybe the 78th round of that Munguia versus Derevyanchenko fight, I stopped watching because I was watching the Josh Taylor versus Teofimo.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what happened in those rounds. Maybe he catch up. I don't know.
No, I watched it back. Before I did the weekend recap.
Okay.
I already had everything from round 6. I think it was 7 and on. I had that on Twitter. Then I picked up where I left off earlier today, and I was watching it round 7, round 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm like, bruh, the most that you could give Jaime, honestly, is 4. And you would have to be super duper generous to give him 5. The most has 4. He won 4 rounds. 4.
Despite the knockdown, it wasn't enough. It still wasn't enough.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like these guys just get enamored with certain fighters and go crazy over them. Because I'm like, bro, I don't know how anybody could watch that fight and come to the conclusion that Jaime really won. Like, nah.
2 judges had it. If he wouldn't have had that knockdown, then he wouldn't have won. I mean, I still had him a lot farther behind, but 2 judges. I mean, that the knockdown literally changed the fight. It would have been a majority. It would have been a majority win for him had he not been knocked down.
What up, Villain? Hey, what's cracking, Villain? How you doing, man?
How you guys
I don't see it that. Where did Isan go? He fucking
I thought
fell
he was
off.
here. I thought he was here.
He was.
I gotta be honest. I just seen the highlights because I seen Tilo Taylor. But does Jaime get any credit?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's
Dude,
like a worse.
punching bag.
It's like a worse. If you saw the Dennis Hogan fight 2-3 years ago, it's like that, but worse. It's like it's worse. He hurt that guy. He hurt like. Don't believe shit I say. Go watch it. He was lighting Jaime up, bro. Like
So the
it's not
5th
even-
round, he beat God. Oh my God, that was bad.
Anybody, I don't know how anybody could have scored that fight for Jaime. I just do not. You could argue that the 5th round was a 10-8 because he was fucking him up that whole round.
Jules, you know what I think? Honestly, like, sorry, go ahead, country.
One thing I will say is this, though: there was a point earlier in the early rounds where Derevyanchenko went down, and it should have been called a knockdown, but it wasn't. Other than that, he was winning that fight, man. There was only one official knockdown, and I mean, yeah, Jaime had a little bit here and there, but he was Derevyanchenko was fucking Jaime
It wasn't a hard fight to score at all, bro. I'm like, I don't know. Like sometimes motherfuckers just argue to argue. That's why I'm like, look, just watch the fight. If you haven't seen the fight, come back and tell me how you scored it. Because I'm like, that wasn't a hard fight to score at all, bro. Sergey was fucking him up.
We all
but I want to reiterate round 5. Like, let's just say that if Jaime was beating Sergey's ass like that, instant wave off, done.
Yeah, they would have been exactly. But it's like they remove all the common sense. Like, yo, if Jaime was having a round like that, TKO.
That's it.
TKO. We knew they were going to steal the fight from him, though. We called beforehand. You know
exactly. They just want, you know what this shit is? They just want me to give him credit like he legitimately won. Like, Brody, I do understand that by hook or by crook, I picked him to win a points decision. And what did he win? A points decision. Why are you splitting hairs? You want me to act like he didn't get?
Controversially.
You want me to act like he didn't get hurt? I'm not talking about he got hurt once or twice. He got hurt in a round. This motherfucker was getting hurt that whole fight.
Can you imagine anybody else in the division that is actually elite beats the dog shit out of that guy? The defense he had was awful. And the thing is, it's always been an issue with him but he generally fights tomato cans that don't put any real fight in. He finally got a live body in there and exposed, in my opinion.
And the other thing is, can we even say that today's Sergey is a live body? Lost to Jacobs, lost to Golovkin, lost to Charlo, lost to Adames. Like, bruh, this was, you know why they put him in there.
The man is pushing 38 years old. You know what I mean?
At middleweight, Julius.
Exactly. This was at super middleweight, bro. This is look, man, I don't know what they're gonna do with Jaime, bro. I don't know.
Wasn't it Sergey's first fight at 68 too? He just moved up for this fight, right?
So yeah, you see that he mad little for that weight. That's
the other shit. In a perfect world, we could get Munguia versus Caleb, but
nah,
I think Caleb dog walks his ass.
Me too. Yeah, he just not
possibly, yeah. The shit about Jaime, and y'all know I'm not big on Jaime at all. You really, to his credit, he got hit with a lot of shit. And he would not go away. He would not go down. And the fact that he was the 11th and the 12th, he had a late rally in the 11th and the 12th. You know them rounds is rounds where Caleb ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing.
That's true. Yeah.
Let me throw something. Do you think Triple G was watching that and he thinks, okay, let me come back and get this kid?
I think so, bro.
That would be a perfect.
I thought about that too after the fight. It's like Triple G.
See, that's a better fight.
Yeah.
Silvecero says, dude's really bragging about Munguia going to war in a fight of the year candidate with a 37. Yeah, bro. Like, look, and I said the funny shit is I didn't poo-poo all over the fight. Any video I did about the fight, and even in the live that I did yesterday, I said this is going to be an entertaining fight. It's going to be a good fight, and I do think Jaime's going to win on points. But unless you sucking dick and licking ass, motherfuckers get mad. Like, bro, he was getting fucked up. What you want me to act like he wasn't getting fucked up? He was, bro.
Not the hell bent on giving him participation awards or some shit. Like, oh, we still got
like,
come on, man.
Triple G, I think might beat him too, to be honest.
Yeah, even though he's 40. Like at 68. The shit is that I guess the real question is, do you feel that Triple G is gonna let his hands go in that fight? Because to win, he is gonna have to. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to fight. Because if you don't
fight schedule.
No.
Can you explain what Triple G's doing with his career?
Retired, bro.
He's going to retire
soon.
He didn't officially retire yet, though, guys. He didn't officially retire.
But he gave up his belt, so that's a sign that he
Triple
might.
G let me down after that second Canelo loss, bro. He just did not care about his career after that.
He did. Yeah, he damn
sure.
But
he wanted the payday.
He wanted the payday. Gave him all that money, bro. Like they gave him 14 M's, $7 dollars, and another 7 in equity in the company, I believe. For Steve Rolls, bro. That man ain't never gonna work hard again. 14 mil.
They gave Canelo a lot of money. Look what he does.
I mean, you make a great point. No, you make a great point.
No excuses, bro. If you're a fighter, if you're a real fighter, man, bro, you'll get out there.
Did you guys see Benavidez was trying to clout chase off this fight? The dad FaceTimed him.
Word.
Move.
What you talking about, Taylor?
No, Benavidez' dad FaceTimed Munguia after the fight. Oh, let's get it on.
I'll tell you what. This is the wild part, and people in the North not gonna believe it. But Munguia is the A side in that fight.
Facts.
Yeah,
he draws more. Like I don't want nobody to think I'm for him or against him. It's just the facts, bro. That fucking kid draws, bro. Mexico fuck with him.
I want to say 400K. Munguia Benavidez pay-per-view.
Maybe more, bro.
Probably more than that.
Imagine.
Let's get it started.
Munguia versus Benavidez.
I buy that.
I will buy that for $1. And look, y'all know how I feel. To me, they both ain't shit. So I don't have a horse in the race. Like, nah, kill each other, man. Fuck it.
That's a banger, definite.
What I like about Munguia's offense is his punches are straight. That's what I like about him, that his punches are straight and he tends to finish combinations with a left hook to the body. These are punches that he will land on David, but Munguia's power, that's why it looked like it looked a certain way when you watching it. But look at what Sergey said. He said Charlo and Golovkin hit way harder than Munguia.
Bam.
So it's like, are you gonna put a dent because you was just in there with a 30-something-year-old Sergey and you couldn't finish, bro? You had him hurt.
A 37-year-old middleweight who just moved up to
That's
super.
why I
Get him out of there.
When you said that he throws straight punches, I kind of countered that because like when he does get it, he's like when he gets punch happy, right? He swings for the fences, man, and he looks sloppy. And once he gets tired, he ends up becoming. I know, but these guys are terrible finishers, man. That's my whole point.
All I know for Munguia, he can't take a step back. Like, I'm a defender of him, but once he's faced Derevyanchenko, there's no going back. Like, you have to face a tougher opponent.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, look at the guy before Derevyanchenko.
That's the problem.
They might as well have pulled him out of the goddamn audience, the guy he fought before last. Go ahead, Ignacio.
I was gonna say that's the problem. Is right now, who can you put in there that he could legitimately beat? That's
Zach Parker?
a step up.
Is Zach Parker an option?
What do y'all think about John Ryder? What do y'all think about John Ryder?
That's a great fight,
That might be a legitimate fight.
That's a great fight. In Mexico.
Absolutely.
No, listen, and oh my God, because you know what? Ryder just fought in Mexico in front of 50-something thousand people, and he didn't bitch out. He could have stayed down, bro. I got my money. I don't gotta get up. He didn't bitch out. I could go for that. Ryder versus Munguia.
Yep,
I'll go for that.
Yeah, but Ryder might fuck around and kick his ass.
That's the problem, bro.
Good. That's why I said that.
Bro.
That's why I suggested it.
But the other problem is, don't forget, country, you gotta shoot Munguia in the face and hit him with a chair to win on points.
And break his legs and arms.
Yeah, because other than that, you're not getting a decision.
Put out a cartel hit on his ass.
But it's funny. Oscar talked like the shout out to that dude who pointed that out earlier in the super chat. Oscar talked about Loma was robbed, but you just turn around and rob Sergey.
The shit out of Sergey. The shit.
Another Ukrainian getting robbed. Wow, I'm not surprised.
Did you guys see how relieved Oscar was that he won that fight? You could see it all over.
Oscar was panicking at ringside, man.
Because everybody getting beat. Fucking Zerto got beat. Fucking Ryan got beat. Man,
you know what? If Virgil loses, Oscar's gonna have a stroke.
Oscar looked like a 10-year-old girl on Christmas morning opening presents when that was announced for a win for Munguia. He was ecstatic.
I don't know if you guys heard, but Mannix did say before they announced the decision that Derevyanchenko's team had filed a protest saying that they had complained about the 3 judges of the fight, and they had especially a problem with Lou Moret, and Lou Moret had the worst scorecard of the 3. He had 115, 112.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I was just thinking, maybe DAZN throws Derevyanchenko bone and have Pacheco face him. Kind of climb off that.
Nah, I ain't gonna front that. I like that. I like that fight. That's a good for Pacheco. That's a good step up. But it's like, damn, like if you really think about Sergey, your whole boxing career, they've been trying to get you killed. Bro, from Jacobs.
I mean, like the guy he only has 14, 15 fights?
My God.
He has 18 fights.
18, okay, yeah.
But fucking Jacobs, Golovkin, Charlo, Adames, Munguia, and Pacheco, they trying to kill you, bro.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? Credit to Sergey. He's
you know what I call that?
Because he hasn't been knocked out. He hasn't been knocked out yet.
I call that a nightmare blunt rotation. Like, for real.
Yeah. No, it's
not that gave Rosado's career.
Because Pacheco needs to get tested because I'm not sure about Pacheco yet. I'm not sure about
I mean, it all look good right now, but I don't disagree with you, Michael, that he ain't fought somebody.
Yeah, I need a test before I'm able to see what he can do.
Now, Aaron Baker says, this just makes an inactive Jermall Charlo look like the best at 160, and he's fought no one at 160, but Derevyanchenko, good point that if we just go off of the who did it better, yeah, Jamal did it. He did it a lot better than Jaime, but he didn't do it better than Jacobs. And Jacobs did it when it mattered, though. See, if we gonna do that, Jacobs beat Sergey when he was unbeaten, and he didn't just beat him; he fucking dropped him, bro. So I think Jacobs did it better than all of. He certainly did it better than Golovkin. He definitely did it better than Munguia.
Yo, is Isan still here?
Not Isan left, bro.
Oh man, I was gonna ask him if Andre's fighting Caleb.
Bro, he ain't doing shit.
Because Caleb said he's right back into a big fight. I assume it's Andre. That's probably the only person.
It better be, otherwise that move aged like fucking avocados, bro. You skipped out. Motherfuckers don't like when I say it, but yo, if you would have fought Yanni back, you could have turned that into a mill like your Top Rank. Your boy is the one that need a body, bro. Not me. Like, I'm good. Your boy is the one that need a body. So give me a mill. I'll fight your boy. And then if I win, let's build. Let's talk. You could have turned that into something. You chose nah. So Denzel Bentley could end up exposing him. Man.
200K.
Then you don't fight Zach Parker, who got exposed by John Ryder. So
exactly. Aaron said Derevyanchenko looking like Groves at 160. Yeah, like when you look at a fight like yesterday's fight, it's a question of does Sergey still have it, or did Jaime never have it?
I think a bit of both, honestly. Quite a bit of both.
It ain't supposed to go down.
I mean, Gervais is not easy to beat. Like he's just not. He's not going to ever be.
He gives everybody a tough time. He does.
Yeah, because he did give Adames like that. Adames fight was not a wash. Yep. Adames was getting hit in that fight, man. He was getting hit.
Like this Azmat guy we just seen. Like, is that guy ever going to be easy to beat?
Which one?
Just come in. Azmat, Neri. You know the guy that the Azmat do that Neri.
Havanesian. Yeah.
I'm sorry. These guys are never going to be easy to beat. You're going to go blood and guts with them.
He's calling you a coward.
Oh,
Mark. He said drop link coward.
I got 10 people up here. So somebody
right now anyway. So I mean,
Jules, don't let that shit slide.
I'm not letting that shit slide, yo. But
you gotta start cooking these motherfuckers.
There's 10 people up here, so somebody gonna have to drop off to make room for Mark.
I'll let him come on. Maybe I can hop back in.
I bet the link is in the chat.
Mark, if you don't show, we'll know who the coward is. Just so you know.
I don't even know who Mark is, bro.
He said Munguia kills.
He was talking shit about Munguia.
This is about Munguia.
Yeah,
it says Munguia kills Ryder. Blah blah blah. It's okay.
That's all right, bro.
Whatever.
I'm a Munguia fan, and I don't even believe that right now. What the hell is that guy talking about?
I don't know, bro. Like I said, like this, and remember that I picked Munguia to win. And he won, and I said, hook or by crook, he's gonna win that fight. Hook or by crook, legitimately or illegitimately.
It's the way you said it was just a little bit racist. So that's what.
You gotta understand now that these emotional men are gonna start using their feelings to try to figure out what you meant by.
I'm getting ready to hear a grown man cry in about 10 minutes.
Where is he? Where is he?
That's Drew. Drew, why you clicking the link? It's for Mark, bro. It's for the Mark guy. You gotta drop off, bro. Come on, Mark. I don't know.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. They never show up.
They always do that, bro.
They always do that crap. Like
not because Drew just is backstage. I gotta keep that open. He hasn't clicked the link yet. That's Drew backstage. Mark, click the link, bro. Getting sleepy out here. Munguia versus Zoo. I could go for that. That'll be a nice fight. But I don't think Munguia can make 160 healthy no more.
Nah.
Because they would have to meet in the middle. Zoo would have to go to 60. Jaime would have to come back down to 60 because that fight yesterday was at 68.
That fight had to probably be the catch weight.
Yeah, it would have to. And I don't think Munguia could make 60. Remember he fainted in one of them fights? He fainted.
Yeah. It was before the Demetrius Ballard fight that he had that.
Yeah. That dude can't make 60 healthy no more. I don't think he can.
All right, bro. Just let Drew in, bro. He's not coming.
This dude is not coming. Yeah, just jump back on Frank and Drew. Jump back on because he not.
Hey, Frank, jump back on, brother.
Joel,
jump back on.
Do you think that Ocampo is going to give Zoo any problems this weekend?
No.
I mean,
Absolutely
real with you, bro. No,
No.
he likes the punch. He likes the fight. And if you go and try to take it to Zoo, you gonna end up like Takeshi Inui did. You know, he's just gonna end up backing you off and hitting you to the body. I actually think it's gonna be a body shot that stops him.
Oh shit, that's this weekend. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, like
listen, and
him and Regis are back.
It's not Tim's fault. Like if it was up to Tim, he'd be fighting for the belt. Like I like it because at least he's staying active. Like even if it's a bum.
And the other thing is Ocampo ain't but Ocampo, I cannot say after.
I'm not gonna call him a bum. My bad.
I'm not gonna call him a bum. You know why? Fundora looked like shit with him. He looked like shit. Them first couple of rounds, and that's
Fundora, like is that
no.
really
I'm just saying that if it was Zoo versus Fundora, right, and Zoo beat Fundora, would you give him credit?
Yo, what Mendoza did to Fundora, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Dude,
Before the Mendoza fight, if Zoo would have fought Fundora, would you have given Zoo credit if he won?
Yeah.
That's my hierarchy of thought. That I can't sit here and call Ocampo. Why would I? If I look, put it this way, Ocampo did way better than Erickson Lubin.
Mm-hmm. He went the distance,
and he was tagging. He was tagging motherfucking Fundora, bro.
Yeah,
like
Fundora didn't walk out of there.
Oh, yo, I want to see
without any scratches. He got beat up.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to see Lubin versus Tim Zoo. That's a good fight.
Bro, Tim knocked him out. Bro.
Tim fucks up Lubin.
No, I know that. But if he wants to stay busy,
Lubin is chinny. Lubin's chinny.
All right, we got Mark. We got Mark in the building. Let's see. He finally clicked the link. Okay.
Hey,
Mark.
hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Testing.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Nigger.
You
idiot. What the hell?
What the fuck is wrong with this guy, bro? Like,
like how old? Like,
what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, what is wrong with
that gotta be a kid because ain't no guy in his 20s gonna have fun doing shit like that. Like,
yeah, these people are retarded, dude.
These people have problems.
Like, ain't nobody that's like 20, like you get what you giggling now in your room and shit. No, you know what the worst shit is? No, here's the worst shit. Look at the size of the thumbnails on the side. Who the fuck does he think saw that? It's tiny, bro. Like, they can't see that you keep posting.
And it's blocked by the comment, too, so we couldn't see it anyway.
It's fucking losers, bro.
Thank you, Mark. Your only contribution to society, you dumbass.
Unfortunately for them, this is the safe space where they feel they can get away with that. Try calling one of us like that to our face in public and see what happens.
He ain't going to
he's
not gonna do that, bro. He's not going to do that.
No pussy, bro.
All right, this is unbiased. Let me see if this is the real unbiased. Matter of fact, you got to cam up, bro. You got to cam up unbiased just so that I know that's you. You got to cam up. Just show me that's you, bro. If that's really you, bro. Unbiased. Because I gotta be careful out here, B.
He said it's on his work computer, whatever that.
Now
is.
Mark is saying that definitely wasn't him, and he's all what the F in the chat.
Okay,
bro, I don't care, bro. I don't care. I'm trying to see if that's the real unbiased, because this could be a person that's stealing thumbnails.
He has no camera, Jules. He can't get on.
Unbiased.
He can't show his face.
I don't know if that's.
I don't think that's our unbiased that comes by here. I think that's somebody else.
He's using the same thumbnail that unbiased uses.
Private chat. He says,
he said it's him. He said it's him. He said it's really him. He said it's really him.
It's really me. It's really me.
All right. It's getting weird out here, B. Like, it's getting weird out here. Like, I'm like,
have to do that. My bro has to do that because he had somebody come in and just like doing naked pictures and all that stuff. So I can't blame you for that.
Yeah, like they bugging out, bro. Wow for the night out here, bro. But look,
channel's getting bigger, bro.
That's probably what it is too. Like, cause it's like, why would you even bother to do that? Like, what's the point? And, bro. I just like motherfuckers got to do shit like that. You know why? Somebody probably herbing him. He know if he ever said that shit to somebody in real life.
Oh, bro, it's a rap. It's a rap, bro.
Twist your shit up like a pretzel, bro. Like a pretzel, you'll get twisted.
They get no attention in real life. Like
that's all it is, bro. That's all it is.
We call that a corn billionaire.
For real. Back to this Jaime shit. It's a real dilemma because it's very hard to think of. And look, this is the other thing. He's like Alen Babic to me. It's a guilty pleasure in the sense that you know he's limited, you know he is, but the fight is fun to watch. His fights are fun to watch. Like he's fun, even though he's limited. Got 2 gifts. He's still a fun guy to watch. But it's getting the pool of people that he can beat is getting narrower and narrower.
Do you remember what Chaim said? And this is probably the smartest thing he ever said and opened my eyes. He said, like, yo, the way they move Jaime compared to everybody else, like the way they move him, they have to see they see something in Jaime. Like he's not cut out to be like an elite or great at all. Because like they don't even move Virgil like that. They don't even move Ryan like that. They were trying to get Ryan good fights.
Well, if you
maybe he be getting a shit beat out of him in sparring.
I was
That's
gonna
what I'm
say,
thinking. I say so. Look how much he gets hit in pro bouts.
Well, if this was any indication of his defense and how exposed he is to getting punched, this is why they've been moving him with cab drivers, rickshaw drivers, and plumbers, man, because the guy's defense is dog shit.
His defense is offense. His defense is his offense. Like you can see that as soon as you force him to shift his weight onto his back foot, he's a fucking pinata, bro.
Yeah, he's always.
I think it's like y'all remember what Jimmy Kelly did to him for 4 rounds?
Yeah.
In that fight. Then after that, they pulled the guy out of the stands to fight him, and like and then now he looks like this against Sergey, so he's gonna probably fight another can next.
Oh,
is Danny about to become a middleweight champion, guys?
Can we?
I hope not, but I think he will be.
I'm begging you, bro. Can we please not fucking talk about this, bro?
Nah, this is the fight of Michael. This is the fight of our lives, bro.
Like, yo,
Mike, the fans win. Mike, the fans win.
Yeah, the fans will win.
You can't do that shit.
I hope not, because I don't want to hear people talking about Danny Garcia as a Hall of Famer, bro.
But do the fans really win with this fight?
Nah, but look, let's just be fair for a second, guys. Let's not be fucked up because it's Danny. Can't you say that if he legitimately beat Lara, who is a champion, he's an email champion, as they say, he was elevated, but would that be a good win for Danny Gersh?
But Laura's like, what, about 48, 52?
It would be a good win.
It would be a good win, and people are going to try to say he's a Hall of Famer because he won this belt.
Can I just say this is great matchmaking by PBC. This is this era's Hearns versus Duran. I love it.
Yeah, Danny Garcia hasn't had a relevant fight or win since 140. God. Not
Jules,
one.
you got to remember he won that belt by beating Cornflake LaManna. I mean, come on. How much credit are you really going to give him for that?
Damn, yo.
How much credit are you really going to give him for that?
Oh. You know what? Speaking of that fight, it was the first time I ever saw a guy get knocked out with a shot to the collarbone.
Yeah, like I remember that he did. I don't know, like maybe the angles, but I remember the punch didn't really even land. I was like, yo, this shit is weird. Shit is weird. Like, is that a real knock? All right, man, it's Cornflake anyway, man. I ain't gonna split hairs, but that's true, bro. Lara ain't had ever since the Castaño fight. I'm gonna say he been on easy street because he didn't even want to run it back with Castaño. Like he's been on easy street ever since. So
that fight was draw, right?
Yeah, he got a draw, but Castaño beat his ass, basically.
Yeah.
Castaño whooped his fucking ass. Like,
fucked him up, bro. Like, that shouldn't have been a draw, but that's what they scored it. That's another motherfucker that's on the shelf. I ain't gonna front, y'all. Zoo versus Castaño.
That's a fight.
That's a fight, B. That is a fight.
Good one, man.
The only downside it might not, because this Castaño has weight issues. For those that don't know, he struggles to make 154, and 2, he ain't fought since Charlo knocked him out. It was over a year ago.
What's going on? What is with these people?
He's just on the shelf,
man. What is with them?
Not giving him any fights.
You're on the shelf next to the Paprika, bro.
The better fight I see proposed was that Ramos kid, the PBC Ramos versus Castaño. That's an amazing fight.
That's a good fight. That is a good fight.
That's what is a chain? It's a great fight for Ramos to see where he's at, and maybe Castaño goes away.
But damn, he gonna go away after 1 L though?
But Jules, you said Brian was next to the paprika. I thought he was next to the cayenne pepper.
Okay,
he up there. He on the shelf, bro. He up there.
Damn,
politics aside, How do you see the fight?
Castaño must live like Marcos Maidana, Jules. He just blows up in weight and then lives the good life in Argentina. Maybe that's why they're not all that enthused about trying to get him another fight.
What
I
were
mean,
you
he
gonna
might
say,
as well.
Leo?
Let me before I pass it to Leo. He might as well go to middleweight at this point. Go ahead, Leo.
Politics aside, how do you see this fight play out?
Castaño y
No,
Zoo.
Lara versus Danny Garcia.
You want me to be honest, bro? I'm expecting Danny to win. Not because
I'm asking you, how do you see this fight play out? Politics aside, how do you see this fight happening?
I don't think it's a real fight.
Okay.
I'm telling you that I don't think it's a real fight. I think this is about look, they don't do nothing for no reason. I believe this is about putting a belt in Danny's hands. Now, for what specific reason would they want to do that? That's where I'm a little confused. Like, well, who are they fattening him up for?
Well, Lara's never been addressed. I see this as another Rolly Barroso situation.
No, it ain't that bad. At least we know Danny's actually.
No. I mean, but they're going to put the belt in Danny's hands no matter what happens.
No. You're forgetting something. They still have Jermel Charlo.
Jamal. This would be Jamal's comeback fight because either one of these guys, they're a tune-up for Jamal.
Yeah. So. But Jamal's been off. Jamal's been out for 2 years. So
after 2+ years, they're really going to give him a title fight right away?
Yes,
they will. It'd be a unification fight. Be unification.
Look good because it's a unification fight. It's a good play. It's a good play by them.
Wait. You think that Danny would fight Jermel or Jamal? If he were to win,
if the fans win, then yeah.
If the PBC fans win. Let me put it like Jules. Let me put it like this: Danny will do whatever Al tells him to. So
I don't know about that shit though.
You have to watch it this way. Jermel Charlo hasn't been acting for like 2 years.
2 years,
looking great. So this is the right amount of angling for a guy like Danny Garcia to fight him.
But Danny is tiny compared to Jamal. Literally, he's tiny, bro, compared to Jamal.
It's a tune-up fight for him. That's what I'm telling you.
But let's consider one thing. This is a catch weight within the fucking the middleweight limit.
155.
So this go as one thing. Let's say he's done at 154. Jermel, this is his ticket to sneak in.
Yo, you know what? Fucking shit. Because my whole thing is this the shit. You always gotta follow the money. Lara is not worth no money. Danny is not worth no money. Neither one of these guys is worth no money. So what is the end game of making a title fight between them? Like it clearly ain't y'all. Y'all fattening up this guy for somebody. So then I'm looking around. Well, who's around that they would want to feed him somebody?
Jamal.
It gotta be Mel.
People actually try to tell me that Danny Garcia is a Hall of Famer, bro. Like,
bro. You fought an old Zab.
That Showtime could sell this fight. They can sell it to Showtime, a $5 million fight between Danny and the Charlo.
I mean, bro, this is the thing.
The only middleweight champion is a catchweight fighter. How funny is that?
They will build this as a pay-per-view, bro. If they didn't Mall Charlo, and that's where the money would come from, where they would think it would come from, a pay-per-view.
I'm buying this. I'm
buying this.
Jamal is not coming back to 154, and he's wasting the time.
Yeah, because Zoo's not a pay-per-view fight unless they did it over there. So
Exactly.
This is the pay-per-view.
And that's the other shit that Zoo versus the winner of this fight makes a lot more sense. But it's like, bro, I don't even know when his deal with the PBC is going to be up. I don't know when, but we know that the Ocampo fight is on Showtime, so the deal is still active. The deal is ongoing because it's on Showtime. But I'm like, bro, like it just don't make no sense to put Danny in the ring with Lara unless it's for something, that you're building something. And it's like, well, I guess maybe it'll be Mel's comeback fight, I guess.
This fight has a foregone conclusion, and I think Danny's going to be the winner, no matter what
I
happens.
think he's gonna win because it's something
I mean,
dumb
because
going.
even though both guys, even though both guys don't,
off of boxing, Laura should not lose to Danny. Like it should not happen. But I'm like, bro, it's PBC, bro.
How long? Wait. When was Laura's last fight? Has he been out for a year?
Ain't going front. He been out a while.
Yeah, Laura.
Spike O'Sullivan. When was that? Was that last year?
Yeah, it was last year. I think he fought like in the summer. It was like August or September.
Dude, I remember that was when I was in my old house, bro. Like,
it's not a boxing match, bro. It's like to me, this is a cartoon for like, I don't look off. If I looked at Laura the boxer, I'm like that Laura that fought Trout and P. Will and you know when he on his shit, he's really on some shit. There's no reason that Laura should even today. Like, nah, Danny sucks, bro. He sucks.
Danny's a company man. Danny's willing to do whatever Al wants him to do at the PBC. That's why they're going to gift him that title. He'll do whatever they ask him.
And I think it's for the shock value, villain. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Danny Garcia beat Laura!" And like 3 Cubans in the audience.
This fight.
At one point, Laura was that dude. Nobody wanted to face him.
At one point, Danny was that dude. That was 10 years ago.
I don't know. Danny was always food.
That was 10
Danny was always food, bro.
He was
like,
motherfuckers
forget that Keith Thurman was on his ass as soon as he
140.
But nobody was running from. Look, that's the other thing. Don't get it twisted.
He touched the belt once he had post.
Don't get it twisted. Danny was never feared at 140. Don't get it twisted. No, he was not. The shit is, look, Matisse was favored to win that fight. Khan was favored to win that fight. So that tells you right then and there that he was never the guy because the odds makers didn't think he was going to win them fights.
But
they didn't think, and he did. Let's say credit to him.
Yep.
But that still mean the same thing. They're like, nah, you was never that guy because if you was that guy, the bookies would have favored you. Makina had more of a reputation than you did.
Exactly. Matisse beat the hell out of Lamont Peterson, and Garcia didn't even want to face him.
Last time Laura fought was
and nobody ever did that to Lamont Peterson before.
Exactly.
Nobody ever beat his ass like that.
He fought in May 2022. That's crazy.
Wow, bro.
Laura's last fight. And he's 40. Bro. Like, you think in active, like that's
bro, he not really, bro. He's not really 40. He's 40.
Cuban
40,
47,
bro.
46, 47.
That dude is 56 if he ain't 57.
Yeah,
bro.
it's a Cuban 40. That doesn't count.
Yeah, Cuban years are they always had 10 on Cuban years. So
yeah, 56 if he ain't 57. But shout out to Laura because he's still pulling big butt bitches, man. He got a new big butt joint, and I'm proud of him. Proud of him, yo. No, because he lost Yudi. Like he was with his high school sweetheart. I just know because he would always post her on his Instagram. And look, she had a fat fucking ass. And then they not together. I was sad. He got a new big butt joint in Miami. Shout out to Laura, bro. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, Laura, he's always confident. I never seen him. He knows he could beat people.
Yeah,
he knows all he has to do.
Yeah, but do you view it as a real fight, bro? I don't view this as a real fight.
I'm gonna say something controversial. I've listened to Angel Garcia. He knows boxing. Like he's not a don't know. You know what I'm saying? He understands boxing. I listen to plenty of his interviews, so he must know something taking this fight.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, bro. He knows that they're gonna set it up for Danny to get the belt.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and the thing
that's what he knows.
So much is this is you know his Hall of Fame candidacy is going to be based on him getting his belt.
By the way, guess what? If they hire Tony Weeks for this fight, we know what's up.
Yeah, but it's the other thing. It's the other thing. Look, Danny is not a guy
or Kenny Bayless.
Yep.
Danny's not a guy that just gonna be fighting people to be fighting people, right? He has not been that guy for a long time. So if he's willing to fight Laura, bro, the fix is in, bro. Because Laura always been a hot potato. All of a sudden, Danny want to fight him. Nah, B, the fix is in, bro, and he know.
It's bad fights, bro. Like, you think I'm interested in this bullshit, bro?
This is the fight of our lives.
Too.
I don't,
isn't it?
Mike, the fans win. The fans win.
I don't even want to. No, we can't.
Fans lose.
Yo, Sophia called him the Cuban Methuselah. Oh shit!
And like you said, they're obviously taking short money. So Danny, I mean, they can't be This can't even be a $2 million fight, right?
Imagine, bro, Showtime at this point when people losing their jobs. Yeah, let's spend $4 million or $3
3 years
million.
ago, maybe it's a $4 million fight.
There's no way pay-per-view.
Nah,
there's no way they're getting $4 million.
Because if this is a pay-per-view, this does less than 20K. On God, it does less than 20K.
Bro, the fix is in. Like, to me, I'm not even gonna look at this because off of the styles, Lara should win. Off of the styles, he's a pure boxer, economic. He's taller than Danny, got more reach. Off of the styles, yeah, but even with that, when has Danny ever had quick feet? When?
Hey, how fat is he gonna look? He's gonna look like a Pillsbury Doughboy in there that night.
Real.
I mean, I'll say this much: he didn't look that fat when he fought Jose Benavidez, and you're only asking him to add another pound because it's at 155. It ain't a full 160.
True. It's not true. It's not a full. But look, I don't look at this as a real fight. That's my point of reference. That this is not a real fight. This is about getting Danny a belt. So I'm gonna go with Danny on points.
Yep, me too. Danny by decision.
This
and
fight,
a snoozer.
I can't even bother to make it.
Is it a controversial? It could be 115, 113. I mean, can Danny win 8 rounds, 9 rounds?
I feel we in WWE country with this one.
I was just about to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Danny's gonna. It doesn't even matter how much the rounds Danny wins. Just give
more like WCW in 2000.
Dude,
Danny's gonna win. Danny's gonna win 5, and they're gonna give him credit for 8.
They'll probably give him 9. They'll probably give him 9. One judge will give him 9. You usually know that one judge.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're gonna hear about how he's a Hall of Famer. Like, yo, you.
That's the thing. That's the thing that bothers me right there. The Hall of Famer candidate.
For the old Zab and the old Eric Morales,
the ghost of Robert Guerrero,
the
the bones of Bam Bam Rios.
For real, like all his whole shit is old. Like the best 2 wins, and they are good wins. Is Makina and Khan. But other than that, bro, you beating up on senior citizens out here, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to see Lara versus Barrosos, bro. That's pay-per-view right there.
Oh my God. That's the old man fight of our lives, bro. I mean, what's Rolly gonna do, y'all? What is he gonna do for real? Because what is he going?
He's gonna fight Brian.
He gonna fight Brian?
Him and Rolly and Ryan's going to fighting, bro.
With no belt.
No, the belt. No, they're gonna get the belt. They're going to
no, because Davies already said he ain't taking no step aside.
Yes. No, he already said he's going to take it. They're going to give him $350K, and he's going to step aside. Listen, he already didn't concede it already, bro.
Oh shit!
Go to his Twitter. He didn't already concede it.
Oh man, he really folded. He kept saying he wasn't gonna do it.
I told him to fight. I told him to fight.
Damn it!
Davies, I was really hoping he'd fucking take them to court and be like, "Fuck you guys, give me the belt."
Yeah, but think about it though. You guys think about it. He's thinking about his family, bro. $350K not to fight.
Even if he steps aside, he's an idiot because if he steps aside, they're not gonna give him the fight after that.
They won't. They won't.
I said that. I said that. That's what's gonna happen. But
the fight is gonna fight Tank afterwards.
Now listen, I think I know what you're talking about, unbiased, but he didn't say that he would take step aside. He said y'all could fight, but it ain't gonna be for the belt. He said that. I seen that. He said,
so did I.
Fight. He said y'all could fight, but and then he corrected himself. He said that y'all could fight, but it ain't gonna be for that belt.
Go look at it again, bro.
I'm looking at this shit.
You know Al finna give him $350K and he gonna fall back, bro. He's about to get a standing on this. He's gonna step.
Look, this is what he said. This is the last shit that he said, and it's 6 days ago. Rolly is free to fight Ryan Garcia. I have nothing against it. I actually want to see that fight. In the meantime, I will fight whoever is next in line for the world title. I am the mandatory for the WBA, and that's the last he said about the shit, bro.
All right, that sounds good, but you know what's gonna happen, bro. I don't know why.
I don't disagree with you. No, I don't disagree with you that, bro. For the right price, think about it, because the other shit is this, bro. It ain't like fighting Rolly for the belt gets you a huge payday. It actually doesn't, bro. What you think? They changed Barroso's life? They did not change his life.
No, he only made $250K at most.
Barroso got $80K.
Bro, they get
80K?
that.
Wow.
They get that dude 80K and 2 packs of combos from the deli. You remember combos?
Wow, did you say combos? You're so disrespectful. He said combos. Wow, throwback.
Shit's good, bro. Like shit's
The
good
pizza
though.
ones, the pizza joints too.
You know what I'm saying? And yo, like no, because I don't agree with unbiased in this sense. If you think about what Ryan Garcia versus Rolly can do, right? What it could generate, it could actually generate good money. Enough money that you could literally take 300,000 out of the pool and say, "Yo, O'Hara, get the fuck out of here, bro. Go take a walk." And he not going to take it, bro. I don't think he'd get 300,000 fighting Rolly. I really don't.
He's not. He's gonna get paid more not to fight than to fight. So we can't
Exactly.
call him
So
dumb.
it could happen.
Bro, he's
It could
taking care of his
happen.
family. We can't call him dumb for it. It sucks for him, and he may not ever get a title shot. But if you was in that position, and you was only gonna make 200K to fight him, but we get almost double that not to fight him, what would you do? All of us are gonna take that damn money.
Exact. So I'm not in disagreement that I believe that they can convince him to step aside. He's saying that shit, and it's because he said that shit that I'm like, he's saying that shit. But I'm like, economics, bro. The money from Ryan versus Rolly, there's plenty of money there that you could take 300,000 and say, bro, take a fucking walk, bro, because you wasn't gonna make that with Rolly anyway.
No,
you would have been lucky to make
that would have been free
100,000.
TV. That's free TV, bro. Rolly and Ryan is gonna probably do 500K in fucking pay-per-view sales, which is ridiculous. But it is.
Here's the problem that I see unbiased, which is why I'm not completely sold. How does Ryan versus Rolly happen? This is not a tank fight. Oscar gonna send him back to Showtime.
For Rolly?
They're gonna do another joint venture though. They're gonna try to.
But it gotta be a gold. But it has to be a gold. Like it gotta.
That's the only way I see it happening.
It has to be a Golden Boy show.
No, I'm telling you, this is what they're gonna end up probably doing. They're gonna have a joint venture. Both of them shoot it at the same time, but Golden Boy gets the overseas rights. They'll use the same formula, but tweak it because they know that Brian has a little bit of an upper hand. So they'll tweak it and use the same format, but they'll probably do a complete. It'll be a joint. It might be end up a joint simulcast. So you can either get it on the Zone or get it on Showtime. You'll be to get it on either one.
All right. No, I could. All right. And no, that works. That make like if y'all both selling it, because the other shit is, remember, it's established that, or at least this was why I thought of it as a difficulty. Y'all both fought Tank, right? It's a dramatic difference from the numbers that Rolly did with Tank, that Ryan did with Tank. So that establishes that, like, yeah, yo, he's the A side. If you and him fight, he's the A side to you, bro. Y'all both fought Tank. Y'all both lost. Y'all both got knocked out. But when he fought him, this shit did over 1 million, bro. So he's the clear A side. Belt or no belt.
But PBC is gonna be willing to concede some of that because they're making money off of Rolly, bro. They're making money off of Rolly. Why wouldn't they concede that? Because they wouldn't make that money off of Rolly otherwise, unless they had him fighting Tank again. And the thing is, the amount of money they're gonna make from it, they'd be willing to concede some of that.
Well, I mean, who wins that fight? You think?
I think Ryan wins the fight.
The fans,
but Rolly roughs him up. Rolly roughs him up though in the process.
Michael, who wins that fight?
They about got him.
Win the fight.
Yo, fucking Al Heyman got him, bro.
Give him back, Al.
Al Heyman got him.
This is a question that I've been posing, and I wanted to get a little bit of a take from somebody who has more knowledge than me. So, Jules, what is Showtime going to do in regards to Spence and Crawford overseas? Who are they going to sell the rights to?
That's a very good question, because I believe that they must have something going on with Fight, because so many of their pay-per-views end up on Fight. And I don't know what the deal structure of that is. Like, does Fight give them a percentage to be able to show it in places? Like, what are they getting out of Fight also being a distributor for their fight? So I don't know that they're gonna show it on DAZN, for example. Unbeknownst to most, some PBC cards, depending on the market, end up on DAZN. Some. It's happened before.
What fight did it happen with? Where it was not.
It was a wild.
It
was a Wilder fight, I believe it was, that the Zone was showing it, but it wasn't in the conventional markets. It was like it was like a non-boxing market. I think it was some country in Europe. It wasn't UK. It wasn't there. Wasn't Ireland or nothing like that. But they had the rights to PBC shows. I seen that more than once. I'm like, oh, I get it. So y'all
In
probably give
France?
them a little, probably like in fucking Estonia or some shit. Or
Transylvania. Transylvania, man.
You know what I mean? Some shit.
Blah.
But it's smart. It's a smart play, at least for Showtime and the PBC. It would be a smart play because it helps you offset the cost. That if the zone is willing to give you, or a distributor, any distributor, doesn't have to be the zone. If a distributor is willing to give you some money to be able to carry the show in a foreign country, that helps offset the cost of doing the show. They're like, oh, we're getting some money back already off of this before we even have the fight, before the buys are even in. So it's the smartest play. But so far, what I've noticed, they must have something going on with Fight because almost all their pay-per-views end up on Fight. There's got to be a reason for that. Do y'all get money? Like, do they give y'all a little incentive to be able to show the fight?
What areas does Fight cover?
That worldwide.
Oh, okay. Smart move.
Yeah, but is Fight giving them like what does it cost for Fight to be able to show this in, like, I don't know, the UK or something? What are y'all getting out of that?
They probably getting a cut, probably like a 40-60% split. Like, you keep 60, we keep 40. After the whatever cost it is for you to broadcast it.
Well, look, y'all, I'm fucking sleepy. I ain't even going front. I've been fucking swimming all day, so we gonna wrap this one up.
You dirty rat! I'm here all night, man. I want you to stay with a little longer, but I can't blame you.
I wanted to, but I'm fighting sleep right because swimming, man, that shit. Take it out of you, bro.
Before you go, I'm gonna combat you a little bit because I watched the fight again. You know that Munguia fight wasn't a robbery, right?
Yeah. Say it again.
You know that Munguia fight wasn't a robbery, right?
You don't think it was a robbery, bro?
Nah, I think it was a generous decision, but not a robbery.
Oh. I can't, bro.
It's
I could only give him 4, but 4 clearly, bro. If I give him 5, that's me being nice.
But 5 with the knockdown is a draw. I didn't like that 115, 113. The 114, 113 I could accept.
Let me tell you this. If that was Jaime in the 5th, wailing on Sergey the way Sergey wailed on him, they would have scored that a 10-8 round, bro.
No, they would have waved it off.
Fucking him up in that 5th round, bro. True. Honestly,
it was some home cooking, but all these promotional companies home cook, man.
No, listen, my prediction, I said it before, I say it again. Hooker by crook, Jaime on points. That's what I'm saying, bro. I said that before the fight.
By the way, Jules, before you go, you're a foodie. I'm cooking shrimp tonight. What should I add? Seasoned salt or garlic?
I don't eat shrimp, bro. That shit'll kill me, bro. That's my kryptonite.
Oh shit.
Oh, word, that's your kryptonite, man.
Okay, I'm biased. What should I add? Garlic powder or seasoned salt for the seasoning?
Actually, a little bit of seasoned salt and more garlic powder, but a little bit of seasoned salt, but more garlic powder.
For sure. Good looking. All right, both. For sure.
And now, everybody, it's been a pleasure. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm going to sleep.
Deuces. Good night, y'all.